We welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season number 4 race from the Iowa Speedway, and we are all live in tonight from Iowa. As we, of course, welcome you live here today from Iowa Speedway for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series in Season number 4. All right, welcome live to Iowa. 18 minutes remaining here in the warm-up session as cars are on the racetrack. Of course, the Xfinity Series was here last night. What a show that was! That had ended up with Justin Rott going to victory lane there. What a race we had from Iowa in the Xfinity Series. We head to tonight in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. It returns to Iowa Speedway after a season away. Cars are on the racetrack heading through 1 and 2. Of course, like we mentioned last night, brand new repaved Iowa. Well, not completely repaved, I should say. You got a portion of the racetrack repaved. The turns, like bottom of the turn, off the corner exits, got like almost to the wall, repaved. But it definitely changed the racing product a whole lot here tonight. All right, of course, cars on the racetrack. Here is Ashton Miller heading down the back straightaway. We are coming off, of course, the Cup Series is coming off the Charlotte 600 last week. What a race that was. I saw Justin Rott go to victory lane, who obviously will not be racing tonight. That was one of his part-time starts. And Miller heads through 1 and 2. He entered a kind of an average Charlotte 600. Really wasn't anywhere all day on pace. And ultimately came home with an okay finish. Here is the 62, that is Jacob Malone, of course, making another one of his part-time series starts from the top of the board. He has a win this season at Michigan. He goes side by side to pass Ashton Miller. And crossover move for that 79 to get back under. That is the 12 of Trent Wilkin. New paint scheme for him this week, heading down the front straightaway. He finished second in the Charlotte 600 last week, of course, to his teammate. What a run and result that was for the driver of the 12. Second place finish in a row. He finished, sorry, he didn't finish second in Michigan. It was actually Dylan Banks coming home in second, I believe, at Michigan. Double check that real quick. And he finished P4 at Michigan, P2 at the Charlotte 600. So back-to-back top 5 finishes for the driver of the 12, put him inside of the playoffs. And speaking of the playoffs, let's take a look at the playoff grid right now and how everything is stacking up. So, of course, you get Matthew White leading the regular season points, currently 3rd on the board. Chandler, Hunsicker, Benton, Banks, Ashton Miller, John Butler, all pretty good above the top. And then you go back to Trent Wilkin, just plus 22. That could go away in a race. William Reagan, 2 great races in a row of amazing point scorings, including a stage win, 9th in points, plus 11. Sean Hilkridge, plus 10. Cole Clausen, Connor Haviller, they are just plus 7 with Matt Crabb minus 7 and Andrew Stacy. He has really been doing a good job as of late to get himself back into a better position. Currently 14th in points, minus 18. So that is your Cup Series standings right now. Heading into Iowa, race 12 of the season. Of course, the regular season races begin to wind down even more. Including tonight, we only have 7 regular season races remaining this season. They're going to definitely go by quickly as Cameron Chandler makes his way to the outside of Trent Wilkin. Wilkin currently 15th, so we're going to pick up some more pace. And Chandler will head down the front straightaway, back into 1 and 2. He's pretty good at these style of racetracks, currently 4th. Is Cole Clausen. Man, he had a great car in the Charlotte 600 last week. Unfortunately, got caught up in that big wreck with Seven Hathorn. Ended up taking him out of the race early. Speaking on Seven Hathorn, of course, this week he got let go by Ethan Trendler Racing. So he is no longer employed with ETR. We're just about halfway through this practice session. And here's the 99. We made a bit of a mistake. Payson Lindsay, this is, of course, him in the 99. It actually says it's Richard Cherry in the 99, which is not true. It's actually Payson Lindsay. He's already at the 6th place, of course, under a long suspension that's finally over. And after all that, he currently sits 19th in points. after that long suspension, way below the playoff cut line. Yeah, of course, right now, looking at the playoff cut line, Payson Lindsay is -27. That's almost a full race away from the last cut line. He's going to have to absolutely really reel off some good finishes here over these next few weeks to get himself back into a better point situation. Here's Wilkin, we got a car wrecking. That's the 56 going around. That's Daniel Sela, making his first Cup start, I believe, of the year for Johnson Motorsports. Two cars wrecking on the back straightaway, Matt Crabb, and that's the 62. And that's Joseph Tucker. Or that's not Joseph Tucker. Here's what should be the 81 of Sean Hillquist. I don't know why he's in the 23 right now. And his teammate Joseph Tucker, who's supposed to be in the 52. Don't know why he's in the 8. But, yeah. As Tucker will drive in the bumper of Hillquist. These two ETR cars racing as they head back into 3 and 4. Top 5 so far, Jacob Malone, Matthew White, Dylan Banks, Cameron Chandler, another great lap there for Cole Clausen. Man, Cole, your car is 2 weeks in a row now, really good speed, even top 5 in practice.
Yes, sir. We got a fast Continua Interiors Ford Mustang here at the Iowa Speedway. Technically my home track, so looking to get some speed tonight. I'm not too good at short tracks, but I'm 5th in practice right now, so I don't know how this race is going to go, but I got some speed.
There's Matt Crabb ahead of Cole Clausen. Oh, going to run into the back of Trenton Wilkin. Had a really interesting day at the Charlotte 600. Best he ran was like 7th or so. Got caught up in a late race crash. Currently 21st on the board, so going to have some improvements if he wants to racing up here as we go side by side here. Landon Johnson to the inside of Connor Cabrera. Down the front stretch they go. Got 11 minutes remaining here in practice. There's the 19 of Matthew Rivera. Actually raced his way into the All-Star race at Rockingham a few weeks ago. Through the open race. Of course, definitely one of the faster short tracks we go to in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League. Obviously not like Bristol, but still pretty quick track overall as Miller makes his way to the inside of White. Some race strategy you got to watch out for tonight. 4 sets of tires on pit road, but you're going to have to pit before the end of the stage. You're going to be good. It'll be like 60 or so laps on fuel. So definitely before the end of the stage if we stay green, and then obviously before the end of the race. Halfway right going to be at the end of lap 87. All right. We'll be right back. About 10 minutes still remaining here in practice. As the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League returns to Iowa Speedway. Actually going to have a guest in the booth tonight. It'll be Jamie McKinney. Sometimes drives the 01 here in the Cup Series. Actually has an Xfinity Series win this season at Chicagoland earlier in the year. And he's going to be joining the booth with us tonight. So, of course, welcome along, Jamie. I don't think you've ever broadcasted a race before, is that right?
I think I have done it before last season, but only a few times. So yeah, it's gonna be a little new to me still, but yeah, it's gonna be entertaining to watch.
Of course, we head to Iowa Speedway tonight. Race number 12 of the season. Just 7 races to go before the playoffs in the Cup Series this year. One of the biggest bombshells, obviously, that you couldn't even see yet announced most places in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League this week is, of course, our Instagram was deleted, unfortunately, by Instagram. So we're not happy about that, obviously. We'll be making a return to Instagram shortly, but for now, my actual main Instagram, my personal Instagram, it's going to be posting a few things, not as much as that we usually did. Just update for you guys if you're wondering where that all went. Oh, it's a big crash here with Payson Lindsay and the 36 William Reagan. They still pile in here. Man, it's not over yet. Ooh, more cars coming together. Clausen, oh my God, Trenton Wilkin just drives into it. There's Brian Hunsaker. Matthew White hits the wall, and that's 7. All right. Of course, qualifying coming up next. 2 laps qualifying, as always. Nothing changes there. As there is
Ethan,
Wilkin.
Yeah, you can mute here real quick. This is not related to the broadcast at all, but could you like stream your side of iRacing so I don't mess up during the race, because I want to know what like the broadcast is looking at, so I don't accidentally talk about somebody else that's not on. Yeah, thank you.
As we see, that was 1 car rolling. That is 56 of Sela. There's the 48 of Dylan Banks. He has had a good year, of course, defending his Cup Series championship from a season ago. He's gotten multiple top 5 finishes this year, still just short of a win, but we know it's probably coming. Same thing with this man, Matt Crab. He's been so close to so many wins in the Cup Series over his career. Still looking for that first career win. Made his way up to 14th now on the board after being in 21st. So a bit of an improvement there for the driver of the 53 for Team Chevy Motor Club. We got to talk about Ethan Trendler Racing. Man, that team has been on an absolute run as of late. They, of course, won the Xfinity race with Justin Rott last night in Iowa. They won the Charlotte 600 as well with Justin Rott. Then they, of course, have an earlier win this season with Justin Rott in the Xfinity Series. And then, of course, Jacob Malone went to victory lane in Michigan in the Cup Series. Then he had Joseph Tucker win the All-Star race at Rockingham.
Yeah, ETRs is on a really good run this season.
Oh.
Maybe next season we can see them becoming championship contenders.
Of course, and this is even including drivers like Trenton Wilkin and Dylan Banks yet to go to victory lane this season. CJ Erdman pulls on track. Full-time Xfinity driver. Here's the 71 of Cole Clausen. Of course, took a big hit in points. Currently now 11th, only +7 to the good in the cut line.
Whoopsie.
As they'll hit the pit barrels.
What's that I just heard in the broadcast booth? Maybe next year ECR will show up. Who said that? Is that Cole?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I didn't
who
say
said
nothing.
that? Maybe next year ECR show up. We're showing up this year. What do you mean?
It was Jamie McKinney.
Yeah, Jamie. This is ECR's year.
That's it. I can't be biased, but that was, of course, Dylan Banks, driver of the 48. So, Dylan, you're currently 3rd on the board, just barely behind your teammate Matthew, or Jacob Malone, and then Matthew White in 2nd. What is the feeling on the racetrack? Of course, brand new repaved Iowa.
Yeah, man. It's gripped up for sure, especially with the lower tracks in. You still don't want to go off that fresh pavement. You go up there and the handling gets worse. So you'll see a lot of guys venture up to the second lane, try to keep it low off exit on both ends. I don't know about everybody, but that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, it's definitely cool with the repave. It's a lot smoother, but I will say I do miss the old pave for sure.
Yeah, so of course, Dylan, you guys have been so close to so many wins this season. You broke inside of the top 5 in points as well. You're looking pretty good on the playoff cut line. Do you think tonight's finally the day you get the job done?
Again, every night we can go in victory lane. I feel like you just got to have the right mindset coming in. Got to execute all night long. It's not just about executing in qualifying. I mean, qualifying is big, but you got to execute 5 laps into the race, and you got to execute 175 laps into the race. You just got to execute all night long and be there at the end.
All right, well, of course, Dylan, good luck in tonight's race, our defending series champion as well, where ETR looks for its 3rd straight Cup points win.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I had to come up here and make sure I was hearing Jamie right.
Yeah. As here comes Matt Grab down the front straightaway. Back into 1 and 2, about 4 minutes remaining in this practice session. Brandon Hunsaker inside of the top 10. Now Matt Grab at 1-9, so good improvement for him in that 53.
Yeah, at this track we're going to have to watch out for the long runs. You're going to see people come and go, obviously. And you're going to watch out for the old pavement, especially in the tri-oval, because that's the most treacherous part of the track.
Yeah, it's
very
interesting. So when you're, of course, you got all the high grip in the turns, and all of a sudden you hit the old pavement. It's like a completely different racetrack. Very, very interesting the way they did this repave.
Yeah.
If you even want to
Just
call
for
it a
tonight,
retake.
I have my money on Benton because he's probably one of the best drivers in the field right now, and he has still yet to get his first Cup win here, or like at all this season. But he's a really fast-paced driver. He got wrecked from like P5 I think last week, so he's looking really good right now. But who knows?
As we got cars on the wall. It's Cole Clausen.
Practice shenanigans.
Oh, is there strong really hitting Andrew Stacy? Andrew Stacy, of course, after one of the worst starts to a season I think we've ever seen in the Cup Series, really has turned around lately. Some multiple top 15 finishes, got himself inside the top 15 in points.
Yeah, if he stays consistent and like gets multiple top 10s, he might be in the hunt for the championship.
Here is, if we can actually get to him, like we were talking about before, Bryce Benton in the 9, of course, so close, most notably at Chicagoland this season. So close to that victory. Unfortunately, just came up short. So he makes his way through 3 and 4 to the bottom of the racetrack. He goes. Still looking for that first career Cup win, but of course sits now. Oh, he's going to spin here off corner exit. He just, I believe, if I can check real quick, just took, actually didn't just take 4th, 3rd in the points away. He's still P4 in the standings, but looking pretty good. Still technically in contention for that regular season championship, but Matthew White pretty far distance out at this point. 7 races to go in the regular season. From the wall. Of course, the battle for the regular season championship currently between Cameron Chandler and Matthew White. That is about a 44-point deficit for Chandler. He's got to make up on White over these next 7 weeks. Definitely is possible. Got a ton of racetracks coming up. You got the short track tonight in Iowa. You got a 1.5 miles with Kansas including that. You got a road course in Watkins Glen, Indianapolis, completely random. You got Daytona as well. So many different types of racetracks to finish up the regular season and decide your 12 playoff contenders. Of course, like we said right now, playoff cut line very, very close. Just 7 points. Matt Grab -7 on Connor Averilla. Can he make that up tonight? We will have to see. Eli Tomlin, there he is in the 90, heading down the back straightaway. About a minute left here in practice. Finishing it up at the Iowa Speedway. We are just about ready to go racing tonight. This is, of course, the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series live in Iowa for tonight. We'll be ready to go very shortly. Of course, 2 laps qualifying coming up. We got 2 laps to do it for your fast lap. All these NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series stars ready to go in Iowa Speedway as Iowa returns. What a show put on in the Xfinity Series late last night, of course. What a battle he had between Richard Sherry and Justin Rott for the race win. Rott ended up somehow holding him off for maybe 30 or so laps when Sherry was definitely the better car. I thought for sure Cherry was going to be able to get around it, but Rott scores his 2nd Xfinity win of the year, and that happened last night. What will we see tonight in the Cup Series? We have had what? At this point, I believe. So we're talking about like not your first win of the season, of course. We've had 3 races in a row, Cup Series points races, that the driver has gotten their first win of the season. 5 out of the last 6, I should say, have been like that as well. And we've had multiple first-time winners overall this season as well. All right, we'll be under the lights pretty shortly as well as we welcome you live to Iowa qualifying. Here we go. Who's going to be sitting on pole tonight? Of course, it was the 62 of Jacob Malone. It was fastest in practice. Will the same speed carry over tonight in qualifying? We'll see. There he is, heading now down the front straightaway. 2 laps to qualify. We saw lap 2 improvements last night in the Xfinity Series. What will we see tonight as Matthew White makes his way to the bottom of the racetrack and going to head down this back straightaway?
It's going to be really close between these lap times, just like we saw in practice. It was like, I think it was like less than a 10th actually in practice, so it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah. Just about a 0.5 of a second separated the top 3 overall Matthew White, first car over the line, puts down a time. Malone is second to him, less than half a tenth off. Stacey will go third. Miller, not the best lap on lap 1. Tucker is third now.
Let's see what happens on the second lap.
Here's CJ Erdman coming down the front straightaway.
You can see how close the times are.
Connor Havrilla heading onto the back straightaway, currently 6th on that first lap. Matthew White improves on lap 2. So does Malone, but not enough as Miller moves up to 3rd. Here is Sean Hilquich. Rodriguez, what a lap by him, up to P3. Here comes Hilquich down the front straightaway. Should be in the 81, but for some reason tonight in the 23. He backs it down. He's 11th. Here is Trenton Wilkin. Wasn't the best, there's Trenton Wilkin. Wasn't the best in practice. Here is Daniel Steele. First Cup start of the year for Johnson Motorsports, heading down the front straightaway. Still heavy hitters to go, like Chandler, Banks, Benton, and more. Here comes Trenton Wilkin down the back straightaway on his first lap. So we saw slight improvements for lap 2. Wilkin is on his opening lap, about 3 minutes remain. Still so far on provisional pole, Matthew White. Across the line goes Trenton Wilkin. It's gonna be Chandler third, or fourth, third I should say. Wilkin is 9th. Cameron Chandler, great opening lap as he makes his way through 3 and 4. Can he improve? It's less than 10. Matt grabbed to 3rd. What a great lap by him. Chandler pushed down to 4th. We'll see if he can improve on this final lap. To the line he goes. Got a little bit loose off turn 4. And Cameron is going to improve to 2nd behind Matthew White. Hunsicker, he's done. He's 7th. Here comes Dylan Banks. Was 3rd in practice. Banks is, I think, done. He is 6th. Here comes
I gotta
Bryce
say though, the 81, like, man, what a qualifying time. You only really see that guy mid-pack or getting lapped, but like, man, what a time.
Yeah, of course, he was multiple laps down in the Charlotte 600 last season, or last night. I don't know why I said last season. Here's probably maybe one more heavy hitter to go tonight. Bryce Benton. Can anyone
he's
knock
gonna have to
Matthew
nail
White
the
off
last corner. He's gonna have to do well. Gonna make it count. Is it gonna be?
Across the line, the 9 of Benton's gonna go. It's 2nd.
Wow.
On lap 1, but we
We're
have
close.
seen lap 2 improvements. Watch here, it's less than half a tenth of a second. Through 3 and 4 he goes. On the bottom of the racetrack, gotta be perfect. Trying to knock Matthew White off pole. Cross the line, nearly to the wall. Goes the 9 of Benton, a minute to go in qualifying. And it's not an improvement. Was so close, but will qualify currently 2nd.
Yeah, what a job by Benton. Just pushing it to the limits without trying to crash at all. Just great job by him.
And the top 6 separated by just about a tenth.
Yeah, that just proves like how close it is in the Cup Series. Like, you just have to be right on the limits of crashing.
Cameron Chandler, he'll qualify 3rd, qualifying just about over. No one's on the racetrack. That'll do it. It'll be a pole position. Matthew White starts on pole. He, of course, has the most all-time poles in the Cup Series. Adds to that list. Looking to get his 17th career Cup Series victory tonight. And that will do it in qualifying. Matthew White going to be on pole for the Iowa Speedway's return to the Cup Series. And we're hopefully looking forward to a good one tonight.
Yeah, we might see an underdog win tonight.
You never know. We got a big underdog starting 6th. Diego Rodriguez, I believe best. Actually, he has a pole in the Daytona 500 in Season 3. Other than that, best career starting spot at a non-super speedway. As we welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season number 4, race in Iowa. We are back from Iowa Speedway for the first time since Season 2, and it's a whole lot different. We'll be under the lights this time. It's a newly half-repaved racetrack. It's also remodeled. Not really even close to the same racetrack we had last time we were here. All right, let's
these guys better be careful on lap 1 because it's going to be cold tires, same with the second lap. So we might see a wreck, we might not see one. So it depends if these drivers are going to be desperate or not.
You see the Chipotle cars of White and Chandler. They ran those two at Bristol earlier this season. Chandler ended up actually getting a win there. We'll see what happens tonight. Let's go through your starting lineup, though. You got Matthew White in the front row, Bryce Benson in second. They got Chandler Malone, Matt Grab rounding your top 5, Diego Rodriguez. What a start for him, 6th. Dylan Banks, 7th. Connor Aswell, 8th. Braden Hunsicker, Ashton Miller round out your top 10. You get the rest of the top 20, and then the rest of the field rolling across the left side of your screen. Here in Iowa. Race number 12 of the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series season. Just 7 races remaining until the playoffs. Cars are just about ready to roll off here in Iowa. All right. Big one tonight, of course. It's the first race at Iowa Speedway in a bit. Some storylines heading tonight, and of course, Matthew White looking to extend his points lead. Of course, already got another bonus point over Cameron Chandler. He's now leads that whole battle by 45 points, even before the green flag. Battle on the cut line. We saw it before. Let's take yet another look at it. It is Matthew White, of course, leading the charge, but then you got 8th all the way back to 12th, separated by less than 22 points. With Connor having...
Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a regular season for sure, dude. It's only separated by 7 points. You might get wrecked in this race, you might not get wrecked, so it's going to be pretty close.
As, of course, we welcome you live to Iowa.
I mean, all Hav really has to do is just not wreck and stay consistent, so let's hope he does that tonight.
Of course, car is going to be coming down pit road here to check pit road speed as always. Led by the 7 of Matthew White. Now, of course, like I said, has a 45-point lead over Cameron Chandler for that regular season championship. Just 7 races remaining. As they'll come to check pit road speed this time by. Jump Butler, I don't know if he rolled off. There he is. Rolling up pretty late. As they come to check pit road. Of course, let's take a look at the remaining races.
There's so many red cars.
Let's take a look at your remaining races this season. Of course, tonight in Iowa, next week in Nashville, Watkins Glen, Indianapolis, Richmond, Kansas, Daytona. The only 2 tracks that are actually similar to each other comparing are tonight and then, of course, in Richmond. Every other track completely different. And a whole lot of fun to end up the regular season. And it all ends in Daytona. It's about 7 weeks' time. All right, cars rolling down to this backstretch from Iowa.
I would have my eye out for Miller because he's looking pretty good tonight. He's starting P10. I don't know if he has won this season. I haven't really checked it, but he's a pretty good driver.
Yeah, Miller's still looking for that first career win, 3rd full-time season.
Yeah, season 2 Rookie of the Year, so yeah, he's pretty good.
As they come down the front straightaway to salute these fans, it's been a long wait, but the Cup Series is back in Iowa, and we are ready to put on a show for you guys tonight. From the Iowa Speedway and the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series in Season 4. We are back in Iowa as they come to 1 to go. Choose cone, of course, going to be down the front straightaway as always. Nothing changes there. Half a break at the end of lap at 87. Top 10 all awarded stage points. About maybe 60 to 65 lap fuel window. So they will have to pit before the end of the stage, especially if we run under green. All right, it's been over a year and a half calendar year of waiting. But we are back in Iowa for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. It is race number 12 of season number 4. Coming off the Charlotte 600, Matthew White, Bryce Benton, 2 drivers so good this season, starting in the front row. The NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series is back and green from Iowa Speedway.
Let's see if he can hold him off. Matthew White almost clears him, but not enough. Bryce Benton on the outside. See if he can squeeze him or not.
Side by side in the 3 and 4. Who's going to lead lap 1 here in Iowa Speedway? Door to door. Round the outside, it's going to be Benton leading lap 1 as Matthew White, the pole sitter, makes his way back to the inside lane, but Bryce Benton coming around the outside, trying to clear it.
Yeah, the outside lane is a lot quicker, but it's going to wear your tires a lot quicker, so you better be careful.
Benton now to the lead. Early in Iowa. He will take the lead on coming a lap 3 already. White to second, Chandler to third, and then you got Jacob Malone running in fourth, Matt Crab P5. 3 laps into Iowa.
Yeah, you can see most of them going single file now because they obviously want to save tires for the long run. So
Pace and Lindsay, EOL penalty, had to go for his, do a drive-through penalty, had to stop at his pit box as well, serving that from a few weeks ago and before his suspension. Rodriguez ready, he's starting to fall back through the field. He's got Braden Huntsiker to the inside of him, that is for 7th place. Dylan Banks up to P6. Connor Raswell there on the bottom as well. You can just currently running inside of the top 10 as well.
yeah, they may not be so racy right now, but they're for sure going to be later in these other restarts.
Still early, of course, coming a lap 5 in Iowa. Bryce Benson has about a 0.3 of a second lead over Matthew White. They're side by side here, down the front straightaway between Rodriguez and the 77 of Huntsiker. Connor Asbell on the bottom of the racetrack as well, trying to follow in line. The 52, Justin Tucker, Ashton Miller battling for 10th place. Oh, you got Wilkin almost getting blocked by Miller, and that is for 11th. Lindsay still on pit road, I believe.
If I were them, I would go to the inside as soon as I can because I don't want to wear out those right side tires.
Mason Lindsay going to be begging for a caution flag. To the outside goes Connor Asbell here in that 72. Side by side now with Joseph Tucker.
Yeah, he doesn't really have any room to get on the bottom yet, so he's going to have to stay there.
Yeah, Ashton Miller at the bottom as well. There is 12 of Trent Wilkin. Of course, Connor Asbell, 1 win this season, but everything else has been pure horribleness. Almost, I think, now EDNF this year. I mean, it is just an abysmal season. Outside is winning 3 wide here down the back straightaway. Sela making contact with Pace or Andrew Stacy. I don't think I appreciated what happened there. Got 81 Sean Hilton off there as well. Liam Reagan just ahead of this group.
Oh yeah, that's bad. He's hitting the wall. Paint is stretched off it. Those are teammates too, Miller and Asbell.
Yeah, battle for 15.
You better keep it off the wall.
This is just an absolute mess back here. Oh, a horn assist. We got a car going around. That's Braden Huntsiker. Stacks up the field. Around goes Reagan.
36 around.
Caution gonna come out.
William Reagan, Stacy, and the 15. Who's that?
That's the 19 of Matthew Rivera. It all started, Braden Huntsiker, that first big stack up, first caution flag of the night. That'll really help out Pace and Lindsay on lap 9. Let's take a look at what happened.
Yeah, man, that's what happens when you're really close packed racing. Like, mistakes are like just too much. Like, it's just too dangerous.
Joseph Tucker just, I think, drove it in too deep in front of the 77. And turns him nearly around, then they all stacked up behind him. Contact, Ashton Miller got a piece of it as well. Stacy spun, so did Matthew Rivera. Let's ride along with the 19 back there so we could get a back view of all this.
Yeah, you see he was running up back. He didn't really see the wreck until it was too late.
And, just actually ran on from behind. I didn't even see that. Not really sure who that was.
I think that was... I'm not sure who it was.
Oh yeah, Eli Tomlin just ran into the back of that 19. That is.
I don't really think it was his fault. He couldn't see the wreck.
They may have damage. We'll ride along with Joseph Tucker now in that 52. Oh yeah, definitely drove it way too deep. Got to the bumper of Huntsiker. Huntsiker almost had that thing saved. Man, that thing was completely sideways. Somehow didn't go fully around, and then they of course wrecked behind him.
A great save by Huntsiker, but he's probably going to have to cool down his right side tires.
You get 4 sets of tires tonight. Actually, a bit of an more sets than what we usually get. Just the lower fuel thing. So you have to stop at least 3 times tonight. And then, I don't know if anyone came off pit road. Don't think they pitted, did they?
Everybody went on a pit road.
So nothing really changes up front, though. Luckily, actually, Cameron Chandler got up to 2nd place. Around Matthew White's, that's a bit of a change up front. So they did pit. So Colt Clausen, what's the fuel number looking now like 12 laps in?
I got about 76 laps of fuel left, so still not enough to make it to the end.
It's going to be close, though. That is going to be very, very close. That's basically on the number. This caution flag makes things very, very interesting.
He better hope for a caution, or else he's gonna have to run half throttle for like the rest of the round.
For some reason, I thought the stage break was at 100, but yeah, that is actually really close. So theoretically, if some people can save, we could really make it to the end possibly.
Yeah, that was not something that we envisioned on having an early caution like this to have these kind of things happen.
Yeah, it sure was a blessing for the 77, but not so much for the people who were in the wreck.
Of course, Payson Lindsay going to get a lap back after serving his penalty. He'll be back 1 lap down now. Needs another caution flag to come out. One more guaranteed yellow for tonight. Of course, the halfway break will come to the shoes this time for the first time tonight. And we'll be restarting on lap 14. Inside goes Benton. Outside now goes the 8 of Chandler.
Oh.
Kind of interesting there. The outside
Wow.
really did work out for the Xfinity Series last night. But, of course, Benton took the lead on the outside today. So see if that ends up not paying off at the 9. His teammate Cameron Chandler, it's an all Team Chevy Motor Club front row. TCMC has 3 cars inside the top 4 right now with Matt Kravitz back there, and then of course they have Payson Lindsay still at 25th.
Yeah, this field might be a little more aggressive in this restart because they know it's gonna spread out pretty quickly, so you're gonna expect a lot of 2-wide racing here.
And look back here, this might not go so well. You got Braden Hunsaker starting a row behind only of Joseph Tucker. We'll see how that all works out.
Yeah.
All right, Benton now, of course, with the lead. Took it from Matthew White in the initial start. Side by side with his teammate Cameron Chandler. Back up through the gears they go, and we're back underway in Iowa. Even a restart, maybe. You think Benton could possibly get clear. Yes, he is on the 8 of Chandler. Chandler, they're going to try to make his way up to the outside here. Now he's got Matthew White to his inside, though. Oh, sliding in front of his teammate is the 9 of Benton. He is clear on Cameron Chandler, but White is working low as well as they make their way through 3 and 4. It's a wide ankle. And now here comes Cameron Chandler to the outside here. Bryce Benton side by side down the front straightaway. Battle for the lead in
He knows
Iowa.
the outside is a lot better.
Chevrolets from Team Chevy Motor Club absolutely going for it as they head side by side down this back straightaway. Chandler outside. He is there on Bryce Benton. They're door to door, nearly clear now. Is Cameron Chandler going to hopefully maybe clear up? No, he is not. Benton back to his inside. Not giving up there in the 9. He is still there, side by side, heading onto the back stretch yet again.
If he keeps the 8 to his outside, he might be able to retake the lead again.
He pushes low. He's going to try to slide up to his door. They try to side draft each other down this front straightaway. Racing for the lead, 16 laps in Iowa.
We know these guys are teammates, but we might expect a little contact.
Oh, yes, there it is. Contact is nearly in the wall. Goes the 8 of Chandler. They're still side by side heading the 3 and 4. We saw this in the Xfinity race last night, able to run side by side, especially at this newly repaved Iowa for a while, but to the outside goes Chandler. He is clear of Benton for the moment. Benton going to try to squeeze his nose back in there.
Oh, we got one car sideways back here. Connor Havrilla saves it.
Man, that was
they-
clearly a wreck. Oh, Sela!
56
Oh,
wall,
what is
he's
he
around.
doing? Caution. Oh, and Eli Tomlin wrecks himself. What is he doing? What are we doing?
Wow, and Stacy's around again.
I don't understand what Sela was doing there. Completely
I do
wrecks
understand
himself.
how these guys manage to spin out, because when you press the brake pedal pretty hard, the car automatically goes to the right by itself. So I don't really blame him.
Where is
But
he
the
going?
56,
I mean, that's
I think
just-
he just hit the throttle a little too hard and just got loose off exit. And oh my,
Braden, or Eli Tomlin, I
Tomlin.
should say.
yeah, he might be out.
Braden Hunsaker, we're saying now has an issue with his connection. What is happening all of a sudden? Take a look real quick. Here is Tomlin. He is, I think trying
Yeah.
to avoid.
That's kind of an issue with the car when you get on the brakes. It just shoots to the right when it's like no banking. So it wasn't his fault. I think Stacy was also involved in that wreck because he was also around.
Yes, he was. Tomlin is still rolling, but Braden Hunsaker on the scoring monitor is now 2 laps down, so I don't understand what's going on with 77.
Internet connections.
Oh man, that is detrimental to the 77 of Braden Hunsicker. Oh my.
Yeah.
That was.
That's also kind of the reason why I couldn't race tonight, because I was having extremely high ping. I guess that's probably what took him out.
Pace and Lindsay going to get back on the lead lap from this. Of course, usually you don't have too early caution flags like this, especially in the Cup Series. Pace and Lindsay got probably the biggest luck of the day so far. Got those 2 early yellows, is back on the lead lap after serving his penalty.
Yeah, he's already P17, so yeah, he's pretty lucky.
So currently Braden Hunsicker is not in the field. He's now 3 laps down. This is detrimental to the driver of the 77. Man, that is not what he wanted to see. Came into this race still in contention for the regular season championship, 3rd in points, but now with Benton, of course, 3rd place scores a playoff point at the end of the regular season. Now with Benton having a good run tonight, currently in 2nd, the battle for that final playoff point scenario was just about 1 or so point, or 7 or so points. It's going to probably swing in Benton's favor here. Already going a lap down now. Giesbrecht and Sela are still on pit road. I don't really understand how Sela wrecked there, caused all that mess. 2 caution flags.
I don't really
only
blame
20 laps in.
I guess you could blame him for the wreck, but the wreck of exit, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't really.
Maybe it was a driver error. I guess he got on the gas a little too quick off the corner. And his tires were a bit warm after hitting the wall, so yeah.
I'm gonna choose, but from what I saw, it just looked like he was wall riding at that point, and then spun himself out.
Yeah, because he made contact with Havrilla, which sent him into the wall, and then like he tried to get on the gas off the corner and it got loose.
So he's gonna put Giesbrecht and Sela a lap down. Still on.
So yeah, obviously it wasn't intentional, but it was a really bad driver error.
So Sela, Giesbrecht gonna try to get themselves back on the lead lap. Man, first 22 laps in this race have been chaos. Braden Hunsicker connection issue, he is gone. We'll see if he's able to return. He actually has returned, but he's gonna be 4 laps down, and he's not even in the free pass position. Not even close. I mean, he's gonna need what? 8 more caution flags to get back on the lead lap at least.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, sadly. Well, not so quick anyway. I feel bad for him. He was running the top 10. He was already having a bad night getting hits. So
Did not need that. As we come back to the green flag here at Iowa, Wilkin got a bit of damage on his nose there for the restart. As they head back 3 wide, there's an ETR car. There's 4 ETR cars involved. There's Wilkin involved.
Oh, they're 3 wide at the back.
This mess back
Wow.
here still going on. Joseph Tucker to the inside now. Connor Reswell sending down in there on the 81 of Sean Hiltwich. Side by side as
Matthew
well.
White is looking for his way to battle for the lead. He's on his attack mode.
Here he is. Here we go. Side by side between Matt Grav and Trent Wilkin. Of course, White, of course, to the inside of Anna Benton. Wilkin to take 2nd place back away. Of course, White started on pole.
Yeah, I think like Matthew White probably is just saving his tires for now. Just waiting for his time to attack.
Hunsicker is back on the track 4 laps down. Up there. On all there. White
Yeah, he might not make it up onto the lead lap, but he can gain from other drivers' wrecking sooner or later.
Here coming outside to pass Joseph Tucker. Right, I don't know why I keep calling him Joseph Tucker. The 62, Jacob Malone. That is his teammate, Trent Wilkin, will be up inside it now in the top 5. Good speed in that 12 car early on. There is 5 ETR cars running in line. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Yeah, you can see the damage on the front end of the 48 of Dylan Banks, probably from the restart. You see the front end bodged in.
Yeah, but as well, Trent Wilkin, those 2 Toyotas with some front end damage. They're going to have to see if they can repair that.
We'll see if the pit crew can use some hammers to beat that front end out.
Wilkin battling.
You can see the splitter is a bit upwards, so yeah.
Here we go for the lead. Benton now trying to cross over on his teammate as they head down the back straightaway. Also side by side here between Grab and Wilkin.
Oh, he's looking to the outside.
Here we go. Bryce Benton on Cameron Chandler for the lead in Iowa. He'll drive it to the outside, looking to just power his way to the race lead.
He cleared him.
New leader once again in Iowa, it's Bryce Benson. And Wilkin to fourth.
And you can see the damage on the right front of Bryce Benson. I guess he hit the wall a couple of times, but he's still driving good.
That 12 car is fast, even with that front end damage. You got Malone running in 6th, Dylan Banks back to 7th. He's got Justin Tucker, his teammate, battling with him for that position. The inside now goes Tucker, battling for P7. Pilkich running in 9th, Connor Aswell still inside of the top 10 with his teammate Ashton Miller on his bumper. Kind of a game of teammates up here. You got Bryce Benson, Cameron Chandler, 1-2 for TCNC. Bunch of ETR cars here as well, and then you got Aswell 10th, Miller 11th. Lots and lots of teammates up here. All battling for it. See that 36 William Reagan with is another, again, teammate. The 09 of John Butler from Johnson Motorsports.
Yeah, you can see most of them are single file now. They're just trying to save tires here. On the long run, you might see some passing, but who knows?
Of course, we're looking on pit road for a second. There is Logan Giesbrett. He's currently now still multiple laps down. I believe Sealy has retired from this race. He's our first retiree here tonight. To the inside now goes Jake Malone on Matt Grab for his 5th place. Malone was quickest in practice. Really didn't impress in qualifying, though. And hasn't really been seen all race long until now. Trying to break his way inside of the top 5. Oh, he's nearly going to door slam Matt Grab. Pushes him up the racetrack. Matt Grab trying to fight, and he'll be falling to 6th.
Yeah, they're racing pretty aggressively here.
Malone out of the inside of Wilkin. That is 2 ETR cars battling for 4th.
Yeah, the damage on the front end might be hindering Trenton Wilkin. But he's still holding him off.
Braden Hunsinger is back in the free pass position, but still 4 laps down. We look back here at a battle going on between William Reagan and Andrew Stacy. John Butler in the 09 back there as well. This is, of course, outside of the top 10, battling for about 14th place. Side by side down the back straightaway. Malone to the inside of his teammate Trenton Wilkin. Trying to take that spot away. He will clear. Jake Malone to 4th place. And top 3 still kind of nose to tail as Matthew White going to try to make his way to the inside here in the 8 of Cameron Chandler. "35 laps in Iowa." Good run there down the back straightaway. Chandler on his teammate Benton. Into his bumper, heading for 3 and 4. And back down this front straightaway. Benton, I believe, has led the most laps so far tonight. Top 3 separated by about 2/10 as they head back into 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're catching Ellie Tomlin pretty quick. He's only 2 corners ahead.
Here we go for the lead. Chandler working to his inside of his Team Chevy Motor Club teammate Bryce Benson. They are side by side once again down this front straightaway at Iowa.
Oh, it's gonna be close. Still side by side, he's still holding him off.
Chandler.
All he has to do is pinch him on the bottom.
Chandler trying to still stay there to squeeze Benton up the track.
Oh, little
Benton
driver error.
Benton had a moment. Chandler going to be down on the inside. Is he clear? No, he is not. Benton, makes contact with him. Where's White going to go? Maybe going to think about 3 wide. Doesn't. And he'll keep his thing in line.
Yep,
Chandler.
Bryce better hope that Chandler did not think that was intentional or not. He just got loose off the car and made contact.
Chandler clears them. White now has Benton dropping in front of him. Benton back to 2nd. White still on the back over that 9 for 3rd.
Yeah, the 9 probably wore out his tires right there. You can see he's pretty slow in the mid corner, so.
Malone is also trying to run these guys down in that 62 car. Riding along with the driver of the 62, Jacob Malone.
Yeah, you see how he's trying to point his car like towards like the left front of Matthew White's car because he's trying to avoid the wake of the diffuser.
Now White to the inside of Benton. He'll slide up the racetrack and try to race him. Benton falling back here, side by side down the back straightaway for 2nd.
Yeah, he lets him go. I think. Nope. Not yet.
Benton still keeping tough. Oh, he's on the wall. Around the outside he goes again.
If I were him, I would let him go. Wouldn't be worth it trying to wear your tires, trying to hold him back.
You think almost going to be clear on him. They're still side by side though. Benton has a bit of damage on that 9. And have to see if that affects him.
You might clear him. He does.
White to second place. It's Chipotle 1-2. With Cameron Chandler now out front.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch out for Malone. He's catching them.
Jacob Malone was really good in the Xfinity Series last night. Fastest in practice. Somehow coming on the longer run here. Usually you don't really see that with Jacob Malone. But he's starting to catch these 3 leaders. Making it a four-way battle.
He saved it. He saved it real good. He saved his tires pretty well, and now he's gonna hunt them down.
Chandler had a bit of a moment there, I think, got off the corner a little bit slowly. Now he's got Matthew White all over his back bumper.
Yeah, Matthew White trying his best to avoid the wake, but Cameron Chandler's just hogging the bottom.
4 cars within a second of each other, battling for the lead in Iowa.
Yeah, you see how Matthew's running that white painted line, trying to avoid the wake. He's trying his best, but who knows if he can get him or not.
Malone trying to get Benton for 3rd place. He's going to close on him as they head onto the back straightaway yet again. Starting to catch that lap car, Eli Tomlin. He has a bit of damage, of course, in Roman earlier crash. Then you got this whole mess back here. Joseph Tucker got around Mac Grab, and they got Wilkin in 7th, Banks 8th. These 4 have really pulled away from the rest of the field. And
Malone seeking to the inside. Right on his quarter. He's almost there.
For P3.
He's gonna have to get him in the next corner. It's gonna be close.
Iowa. Final spot in the podium. He is there side by side now. Bryce Benton falling back here. Oh, as they make contact. Heading on the front straightaway yet again. Contact for 3rd place.
Yeah, Jacob Malone is pretty known to be as an aggressive driver. I mean, I've had my experiences with him for sure. But yeah, he's gonna be pretty aggressive, so you better move over, or he's gonna move you.
Also get a battle for 5th going on between Graham and Tucker. Still side by side though, coming down the front straightaway for 3rd place. Benton around the outside, they will go to lap Eli Tomlin.
Oh, I wonder if he's gonna pinch him between the laps car.
See if he uses him as a pick. Tomlin trying to get out of the way here on the bottom. It's all the way down.
He's gonna have to move.
Oh yeah, Tomlin actually gonna hurt Malone here. Way in the way. Oh, he's gonna give him the bumper.
Him.
And actually, he blinks.
Oh.
That's a terrible moment to blink.
He put the lap car in the wall.
And he will clear Benton for now, but Benton working back to the inside. Malone though.
Yeah, Benton got lucky with the lap car holding him up.
He will actually get around the 9, and Jacob Malone up to 3rd place. Still
Yeah, Jacob Malone is probably not happy with the 90 car.
Still side by side, Mac Grab and the 8 of Joseph Tucker.
That 90 car costed him a bunch of time. Now he's gonna have to hunt down the leaders.
Head down the front stretch yet again from the Iowa Speedway. Banks clear for 7th. Still side by side. Mac Grab trying to repass Joseph Tucker for 5th. Oh, Tucker had a moment. And he'll fall back in line. Grab up P5. Battling here. Connor Rascal on the back bumper of the 12 of Trenton Wilkin for 8th place. They got Ashton Miller in 10th. Sean Hildish currently running 11th. Cole Clausen currently running in 12th. .50 laps in Iowa. This one has been a fun one so far.
Connor looks to the inside, gets to his quarter panel. They're going to be side by side off the corner, I think.
Lap car ahead of these guys. Tucker's going to be on the bumper of Mac Grab and Eli Tomlin. He has been kind of in the way these last 2 laps of your leaders.
Yeah, with that amount of damage to the 90 car, yeah, he's for sure going to be in the way.
Cole Clausen trying to work to the inside of Sean Hildish for 11th. Oh, contact!
Oh!
Wilkin goes around. Hill spin.
Will he save it? You saved? No, he didn't.
Trenton Wilkin goes around, bringing out the yellow flag here in Iowa.
Yeah, that's definitely not what Malone wanted.
Man, that was really scary. That got pretty close to me, man.
How did it look from your point of view?
Well, I just went to the inside and just prayed, and yeah.
Hillquist
Yeah, see that?
and Clausen somehow avoid it. Connor Aswell looks like he just turned around the 52.
Man, you got real lucky right there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
didn't lock it down.
Let's here is, of course, right on with Connor Aswell. Just, I don't know what happened. Maybe just squeezed him a little bit too much. Goes to the inside. Oh, hits the gas. Oh, yeah. Slides
Oh,
up the
Trenton
racetrack
just
turn.
did not give him room.
I don't know.
And
about that.
Clausen just barely made it through.
Kinda
I
looks
do.
like
I mean, I do understand Trenton trying to pinch him, to keep his spot, but we knew Connor was already in the gas, and at that point when they hit, it was too late, sadly.
So your leaders are pitting here. This is a very interesting time for a caution. Already 3 caution flags, only 53 laps in. What a caution-filled race. But we've
So
had
the
good
90
racing
car
overall.
will get a wave around.
Tomlin will get himself back on the lead lap here. And that Braden Hunsaker, that is not what he wanted to see. I believe he's going to actually... Oh, Tomlin gets the free pass. I believe Hunsaker has to be forced to take the wave around. Get 3 laps down now. It's still possible. You never know.
He's just trying to salvage his race right now, so he's not worried about the win, he's just trying to finish the race.
Yeah, Chandler going to beat Matthew White off of the lead. Third is going to be Malone. 4th, Benton. 5th, Mac Grab as they roll off here. Like one of the shoes next time by. Under caution, about maybe 20 or so to go when we get back to the green flag before the end of the stage. We'll be right back in Iowa.
So this is going to be Bryce Benton's... he just got another chance, basically, with this caution. So we know nobody has to save fuel until the end of the stage, so it's all gas, no brakes. So Diego Rodriguez is currently P10 after the pit stop, so we know he qualified 6th place, but he's looking pretty good tonight.
We welcome back live to Iowa Speedway for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series, working another caution flag here tonight. We already had 3 in the first 55 laps. And Cameron Chandler, your current race leader, that's it back to 4th. He was the leader before. Matthew White has led some laps. He started on a pole. Jacob Malone closing up the field, currently in 3rd. Great stops for Joseph Tucker, Ashton Miller, Connor Aswell, and I believe, not sure if it's true or not, Matt Grab going to the rear. Penalty for the driver of the 53 speeding on pit road. That is what you do not want to see later in the stage. Matt Grab entered tonight -7 to the cut line. Does not need that. Was running inside of the top 5. As they come to the shoes. No, everyone kind of chooses inside outside for this.
We all know the fastest car in the short run here is Bryce Benton, so he might be a little aggressive here with his teammates.
We're going to come to the restart here. It's going to be about maybe like 21 to go to the halfway break.
Yep. And after being included in 2 of the earlier wrecks tonight, Andrew Stacy's finding himself starting P12.
Yeah, needs to get some stage points, of course, entered tonight below the playoff cut line in 14th place. Here we go, ready for the restart in Iowa. On lap 57, side by side, almost making contact, back to green they go. Great restart from the inside, and now you got Malone on the inside of the 7 of Matthew White. He got a great jump. He'll be side by side with him heading through 1 and 2. Bryce Benton back there as well. Of course, squeezing each other back there. One car got loose, Diego Rodriguez. Side by side, alone on the inside of Benton.
Yeah, Cameron is
3
just
wide.
trying to pull away.
Contact back here, 3 by 3 to the back. You got Pace and Lindsay in the middle. Rodriguez on the outside. He's back on the track. He's multiple laps down. Dylan Banks back there. How about Andrew Stacey trying to pass Banks for 10th?
Rewide.
Absolute mess back here. Man, Matt Grab trying to get back through all of this as well.
Oh,
Sorry, correct.
Diego just sacrificed his track position just to get through it.
Rodriguez is still on the lead lap. Correct myself there. Now, Banks back to 12th, that is. He's now side by side with the 36 of William Reagan. To the outside he goes. Banks is falling back through this field. Back to 13th. into second. Benton into third. Cameron Chandler still leading. 60 laps in iron.
Yeah, Cameron's looking pretty good tonight. If he keeps doing this all night, he might get the win.
Cameron Chandler looking for win number 2 of the season. Last one he came at Bristol. 2 short tracks if he can get the job done tonight. Cole Clausen's out in the top 10. He's currently running at 9th. And then you got Sean Hillcush up to 6th place. What a restart for him. And then here is his teammate Joseph Tucker to the inside. These two battle in 3 and 4. Ashton Miller back, he's sliding up the racetrack in the 79. Side by side down the front straightaway yet again.
It's currently nights right now, so that obviously the track is getting cooler, which means more grip.
Oh! Big moment but for the 81 of Sean Hillquist. Really got loose, and they got Ashton Miller going to send it back deep on the bottom. These two Chevrolets trying to battle side by side down the front. Straight away, and he's going to turn him. Hillquist going for a round, and he's going to stand. Caution is out for the 4th time.
He almost saved it until that other car hit him. Avenger Stacy.
We have had multiple caution flags tonight where the car is just in the middle of the racetrack. It's the only one involved.
That was another jump scare for me, man. I've been getting close to these wrecks.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're having a
Miller.
front row seat to this.
Miller just turned, and that's the 2nd time a Showtime Motorsports car is Andrew Stacy.
Oh.
Showtime Motorsports car is turned.
Damage
around.
does not look that bad on Sean Hillquist's car.
Yeah,
All he has to do is just get 4 fresh tires and head back out.
We'll look here again. Riding along with the 79 of Miller. See how we got him turned around.
This might be the same situation as Asbel. I guess he just got a little too close trying to side draft him in the tri-oval and just turn him around.
Unfortunate. Again, another Showtime Motorsports car, and yet another ETR car, but 2 different situations there. 2 different cars.
Yeah, that one was all obviously not intentional at all. We know it was intentional, just misjudged the gap.
I mean, this race has had short runs and then a caution flag, and it's usually for one car in the middle of the racetrack getting turned around at the front of the field. They've been racing really hard at the front. Usually, I feel like it's in the back, they crash, but at the front it's been really aggressive.
Yeah, Stacy's having a rough night, even though his car is not that damaged. He has been in 3 wrecks now. Both of them have been spins. 3rd one, he ran into the 23 car.
And here's the 77 of Braden Hunsicker now back to 2 laps down. Ooh, it's still possible. He has gotten lucky. I mean, him and Payson Lindsay both. Usually, we've had multiple races this season where the first half goes completely green. And if that happened, both Lindsay and Hunsicker would be in a huge issue. But they have had 4 caution flags already tonight, with another one coming for the halfway break guaranteed.
Yeah, the races are getting a lot more aggressive as we get closer to the playoffs. More drivers getting desperate, trying to lock themselves into the playoffs with a win. So you're obviously going to see quite a few wrecks here from now on.
Coming to the shoes next time by a restart on lap 68. Which rolls off, of course, not really any damage, but he'll restart about 21st or 22nd here. After that.
So Payson has finally cracked his way into the top 10, surprisingly, after getting that EOL penalty.
Yeah, so Payson Cherry, and
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little confused at the start of the race.
Yeah, I don't really know how that happens. I think something happened where I believe it was Richard trying to race on Payson's account, and then yeah, didn't get changed back.
Yeah, because it says on the leaderboard obviously that's Richard Cherry, even though it's not.
I mean, it's been a mess here with Payson Lindsay. He's got like 3 fill-in drivers. He had Zane Armand, he had Cherry as well. He had to miss Michigan, he had to miss Charlotte, he had to miss Chicago, and all for suspension. I mean,
Yeah, we hoped he learned his lesson now.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Matt Grabb, what a great restart. From 21st to 13th. So he's still in contention for some stage points here after getting that penalty under the last caution.
So we have good old champion Cole Clausen in his He's in the top 10 right now, trying to crack the top 5.
We're going to actually ride along with Bryce Benton for this restart. Let's take a look along for the 9. He'll restart third on the inside lane. See how he gets away. Got his 2 teammates. But you got 2 cars.
I guess it counts as. I guess it counts as crank it up.
Maybe. Let's listen into the 9 on this restart, restarting in lap 68. Start side by side with the 7 of white as they head back into 1 and 2. Chandler got away for the lead pretty decently, and they're door to door for second place.
And Malone looking to the inside.
Jacob Malone there on Bryce Benton trying to take third away. Big send down low. Oh, he hits the apron ever so slightly. He slides up the racetrack back to 4th.
Even though he lost his position, what a great move by Jacob Malone.
So we are on lap 69 here in Iowa. Ooh, to the bumper goes Connor Asbell on the 8 of Joseph Tucker.
Cole Clausen just barely grazed the wall, still going.
Clausen battling side by side with Pace and Lindsay for 8th place. Lindsay, that 99 car was quick in practice. Got so lucky with the early caution flags. He is inside the top 10, and he definitely has speed 3 wide further back. Matt Grab trying to squeeze the inside of Trent Wilkin. Got Landon Johnson up here as well. John Butler there in the 09, a little further back.
Not the night Matt Grab was looking for. You would obviously see that guy up front a lot, but apparently tonight he's just not having the speed.
Yeah, but he did have top 5 speed. Then remember he had that pit road penalty to send him to the back, so not really a terrible recovery. But he didn't really gain anything on the restart.
All he has to do is work on the long run, and then he'll eventually get to the front.
Matt Grab has been quick here in Iowa before. Obviously, it wasn't anything the same thing. It was at Xfinity Lobbies back in old Iowa, so you really can't compare anything. Completely different car, completely different racetrack. It's just the same area, like the same location, I should say. Pace and Lindsay is trying to get around Cole Clausen. He is still side by side with him down to the back straightaway. They're catching Ashton Miller as well. This wide angle, you can see all the action going on in the racetrack. We got a car pitting, that's Diego Rodriguez. Got a pit road for some reason.
Yeah, Cole Clausen is in the passing lane. Oh, he switched lanes. He's looking to the inside of Ashton Miller.
Battle for 7th place, Cole Clausen. Second week in a row, that 71 car has top 10 speed, legitimately.
Yep, let's see what the 71 car of Cole Clausen can do. Season 2 champion, we know what he can do.
Whoa. Slides up to the door of the 99. Big run off corner exit for Lindsay. He'll pull to the inside of Ashton Miller. Also got a
We're
battle for the
currently
race
having
lead.
a battle for the lead.
Matthew White on the inside of the 8 of Chandler. Had a bit of a moment down low. Will clear back in the line for second. Side by side down the back straightaway between Pace and Lindsay and the 79 of Ashton Miller.
Yeah, we're gonna really race here for stage points.
Correction, stage is the end of lap 88. So that's when the stage caution is going to come in. Initially, it was planned for the end of 87, but the stage spot.
Car in the wall.
Yeah, Miller got the wall pretty good there in the 79.
A lot of damage to the right front.
He's going to have to manage that. Just about maybe 12 or 13 to go.
Bryce Benton look to the outside for P2.
Here we go. Look at this battle. Benton high on Matthew White. Now Matthew White looking to the end. Of course, he has a blink. To the inside of Chandler. Oh, Benton trying to side draft at 7. 3-way battle for the lead. These 3 have been all over each other all day long. Top 3 in the race. And you got Jacob Malone still closing Joseph Tucker in the P5. Outside once again.
Yeah, if they keep
Benton
racing each other hard. If they keep racing each other hard, Jacob Malone might have a chance to take the lead.
Benton looking to retake second place. He is clear on the 7 of White. They're going to try to run down your leader, his teammate Cameron Chandler. Here comes Jacob Malone to the inside of the 7.
It's going to be really close here.
Side by side, and Malone has to fall back in line. Andrew Stacy inside of the top 8 now.
Matthew had a little moment, got a little loose, but he saved it.
About a 10 to go to the stage this time. Malone to the inside. Working low on the 7 of White. Catching a lap
Yeah, Matthew's car is way better at the bottom, so Matthew might want to get out of that lane pretty quick. We have the 90 car of Elon Tomlin. He's going to be in the way again.
Where will these
We hope he
leaders
doesn't
go?
block again. He better get out of the way
Ooh,
before he makes a
White.
few drivers pretty angry.
Tomlin on the
Dude, Matthew
outside.
White is just so close
Oh,
to
what is
Oh,
Tomlin doing? Really, really slow. On the outside of the racetrack, checks up 3 leaders. And now Matthew White to the inside is going to slide up the racetrack side by side with that 9 of Benton. Oh, he's going to push him way up the track. Benton's still going to clear him. This mess back here, Tomlin is just in the way.
man, you just see how close Matthew gets to Benton's rear bumper without touching him. Like, that is just a masterclass.
Now Malone trying to squeeze his way to the outside. What a battle for second.
You got a wreck
Oh.
in the back.
Is it caution? Yes, it is. Tomlin. Oh, my goodness.
It's
What is-
Tomlin again.
Man, he is really... I don't understand what's going on here now.
I'm not sure how. It probably was his fault or something.
Hey, he is just going so slow. Wilkin had nowhere to go.
Oh, and Trenton, like, yeah, Elon Tomlin was going so slow and Trenton couldn't get out of the way. Cole
mean-
Clausen got to see it again.
Well, all right, hear me out. I get Tomlin was a lap car, but Trenton needs to learn to not hit people because he just gave me 4x, which I mean deducts a point for my race.
Yeah.
And you know he took me out last week. I'm done with this guy. I mean, if I see him ahead of me, he's getting taken out. I'm done with him. He's an idiot. I mean, I just gotta say he's an idiot. He almost hooked me there, and if he did, he would have. You know, he would have seen it next week when I sent his butt into the catch fence.
Ooh, strong words from our Season 2 champion, Cole Clausen, but it's understandable why he's upset. Trenton Wilkin has obviously been in a bunch of wrecks. He also caused the crash at Michigan on lap 2, which took me out of the race. So, yeah, of course we have our experiences with him, so, yeah, it's not surprising.
All right, so we got kind of a split decision here. A lot of cars in the back starting to pit. Man, I don't understand what Eli Tomlin was doing there. That was pretty bad.
I guess he was trying to make it until the end of the race, but, like, he was just going too slow for his own good.
So this is already the 5th caution of the night. And we've had, I think, most of them for single car incidents. But they just are in the middle of the pack because it's, of course, a short track here at Iowa. Nothing you can really do
I
about
guess the ones who are pitting right now are just pitting for track position after the stage. Since the stage ends in only a few laps.
that. All right. Back live here once again. We're going to have a shootout to the stage just like we did in Charlotte.
So I have some news right now. So Braden Hunsicker is only 1 lap down. So if we get another caution, he'll be back on the lead lap. He's the first car 1 lap down. So all we need is another caution, which is gonna happen pretty soon.
Yeah, of course. But is he in the free pass? Yes, he is now in the free pass position. Obviously going to have the caution flag at the end of the stage. Hopefully that's the final caution of the night. I'm just going to say it right now. Man, this race has been nothing but cautions. Really getting tired of it.
I doubt it, sadly.
I mean, it's just
Aggression is
single
gonna get
car-
pretty high in the final stage.
Really, it's just been single car incidents so far tonight.
But we see it's mostly just happening, like, just in the back, really. We've only seen one in the top 10, which was with Hunsicker and Tucker. Which was really early in the race, so most of the wrecks are just happening in the back, where it's really packed.
As it comes to choose this time, White, Benton going to choose the outside. That'll put White in the second row. Actually, outside goes Malone. That's 62. Avenager Stacy going to restart the 3rd row here. How this is going to play out, we, of course, are going to end of the lap 88 will be the stage. We're going to have 3 to go then until the halfway break.
I really wish we had a ticker for, like, the playoff cut line, even though it might not be a thing yet. But it would be cool to have it.
Back live here. We don't have the live cut line, but of course we can show up the points entering. We can do a little
Yep.
bit of math.
I guess Matt Grab is he ahead of Havrilla? No, he's not, so he has lost just a few points. I think that's around 5. So it's gonna. So I think.
Oh! Big
Oh,
stack up here coming to the
whoa.
restart. This will end the stage, of course. Caution or green and white checkered. Back up through the gears they go. Chandler going to be side by side, but he'll clear Bryce Benson. Got now Matthew Wick to the inside of the 9 car. He's going to try to work to the bottom of the racetrack. Down to the back stretch they go. Heading into 3 and 4 once more. Lost to the outside here, Wilkin. Coming to 2 to go in the stage.
Yeah, watch out for those guys because they are on fresh tires.
Some drivers, yeah, of course, like we said, on fresher rubber than the rest of the field. Now look at this battle. You got Stacy to the inside. Wilkin trying to work his way to the outside of the 87 or 71 of Cole Clausen.
Yeah, Matt Crab is hoping that Havrilla does not get any stage points because that will make the playoff cut line wider.
And he passes Havrilla here. Of course, that's the battle for the playoffs. Still 7 races to go.
So he's only minus 6 points now. As we do the math, it's only 6 points separating them.
Here's Hilker's final lap here in the stage. Oh, we got a car in the wall. That's Matt Grab.
Oh, back
hard in the wall.
Oh no!
Caution to end
This
the
is
stage.
not good for Matt Grab. His playoff hopes are just dwindling right now.
Chandler comes to the green and white checker flag. It'll be Chandler, Benton, White, Malone, Tucker, Wilkins, Stacy, Clausen, Butler, and Payson Lindsay. Your stage results. What happened to Matt Grab? He is
And we
done.
know he
That
just
blew up.
passed Havrilla.
Let's take a look. What happens? Now inside of Miller. Oh, Ashton Miller. They just get together.
Miller!
Oh.
Ooh! And
Right.
his engine blew up.
Yeah,
So
he's
Matt
done.
Grab will be out of the Iowa race.
Let's take a
And
look.
now the points margin is going to be even wider.
Riding along with Ashton Miller. I don't know who would put the blame on there.
I think, I mean, like, from the other angle, it looked like Miller's car got up high, but that was because obviously Matt Grab is on his outside taking the air off him, but that was a really nasty wreck for Matt Grab.
This will be the stage. Matt Grab, after having good speed in that race car, that is exactly what he did not want to see tonight. Stage is over. Halfway break pit stops in Iowa. This race has been insane with the caution flag so far. My goodness. Dylan Banks, I believe, staying out here. So does Asbel and a couple others. Four Fish Goodyear tires. Thank you for
Connor Havrilla has gained 4 points on Matt Grab right now, which is not good for Matt Grab because we know how bad he wants to make the playoffs.
Rolling on pit road is Chandler first, but top 5 drivers all stay out here, led by now Payson Lindsay, who will go to the lead. Here from Iowa Speedway, under the halfway break. This race has been pure chaos so far. I mean, honestly, it really hasn't been, but we have had already 6, including the stage, 6 caution flags so far tonight, 90 laps in. The most we've had, I think, all season. But it's been for mostly one-car spins. Cars have been pretty under control tonight for the most part. Just a couple of mistakes. We've seen drivers get barely squeezed together and wrecks happen. That'll unfortunately put Matt Grab out of the race. That is not what he wanted to see tonight. We got Braden Hunsaker.
Yeah, his playoff hopes are dwindling really bad right now.
Braden Hunsaker, I believe this is going to put him back on the lead lap. What a fight for the driver
Welcome
of the
back.
77. Yes.
Welcome back, Braden Hunsaker. I wonder what happened to Diego Rodriguez. He's apparently 19 laps down.
He pitted, I remember he pitted on a green, and then obviously didn't come back on the track anytime soon.
Yeah. So I think that'll be our second retirement of the day. No, I think 4th. And that'll be Matt Grab.
Sela Giesbrecht's still on the racetrack as they come with the shoes. Here in Iowa. Giesbrecht's still on track, I believe. Yes, he is.
Oh, Erdman's still on the track, never mind. So Matt Grab will be the second retirement, sadly.
Yes, so you got Tomlin pitting out of the race. Matt Grab, Daniel Sela, and I believe Diego Rodriguez. So the car's out. 3 DNF so far tonight. Over
So it looks like the 48 of Dylan Banks has fully repaired his damage, so he might be in contention for the win here at Iowa.
So top 4 cars all stay out. Makes things very, very interesting. Coming to the green flag here once again.
We're going to have one hell of a final stage.
Restarting on lap 93 in Iowa. Coming back to the green flag. Great restart on the inside. Connor Oswald did not get going up top. Oh, contact there between White and Chandler.
And those are teammates. That's not what TCMC wants to see. Both of their cars getting damaged.
I mean, technically it's Highline Motorsports for Matthew White, but as Dylan Banks.
But they do have an alliance.
Yeah. Dylan Banks is to the inside. He's clear on Connor Aswell for second place, the highest Dylan has ran all day long. Got Benson working low. He's the first car on pressure tires.
Jason Lindsay just trying to stretch out his lead here because we know he has older tires.
Side by side, Connor Aswell fighting back there on the 48 of Banks. How about William Reagan? He has been so good these last 3 weeks, and he's battling inside the top 10 yet again. Banks clear for second, but he's got Bryce Benton working down low.
You see William Reagan in the top 5 after stage winner at Michigan. He's having a pretty good run tonight.
He has gained so many points after being outside the playoff hotline at both tonight, Charlotte, and then Michigan. Benton
clears him.
And still trying to get through the field are Chandler and White. Chandler's at the 5th, White's only an 8th.
Oh, Benton's just hunting down Payson like his prey.
Bryce Benton, is this the night he can finally get that first career Cup Series
Oh, he
win?
made a mistake a little bit. Just got a little too high again.
Trying to run
but he has
down
special
his team.
tires.
Oh, car on the wall, that's William Reagan. Matthew White's going to get around him. Wilkin back here as well. And 9th, Andrew Stacy inside the top 10.
Benton to the outside for the lead.
Here we go, side by side. 2 Team Chevy Motor Club cars going for it. Door to door through 3 and 4.
He clears them. Nope, side by side. He clears them for the lead.
Coming to lap 98, new leader in Iowa. It is Bryce Benton.
If this stays green, this is what he wants. He wants to stretch out the lead now.
Outside, here comes Chandler. He is quick as well, of course. Malone and Matthew White trying to follow on by. Chandler has cleared Dylan Banks for 3rd place.
All Payson has to do is save tires now.
Obviously, I don't think they're good on fuel. Cole Clausen, is that the case?
That is correct. I have 65 laps of fuel.
We got over 76 to go now.
Yeah, what a lead that Bryce Benton has built up right now because we know Payson is just holding them back.
Asbel looking to get around Dylan Banks here. Jacob Malone, Banks' teammate. Banks is really falling back through the fields. He's really had 8th, maybe 7th to 8th place speed all night long. Advantage of being able to stay out, but he's falling back to 5th.
Cameron Chandler looking to the inside of Payson.
Lindsay's still holding off Chandler. Benton wants to see these 2 race side by side for as long as possible, but now Chandler going to clear for 2nd place, making it a Team Chevy Motor Club 1, 2, 3 in Iowa. Banks falling back, getting passed by Matthew White. Now his teammate Trenton Wilkin. Banks is falling back to 8th. Now White to the outside of Malone. William Reagan back up through this field as well, currently in 11th. That's 9th, I'm sorry. Reagan
As you see now, they're starting to spread out.
Yeah,
just trying to conserve their tires for the long run.
Stacy now getting around Dylan Banks. Yeah, Dylan Banks really not firing off on the short run at all. He's going to fall back to 10th after having 2nd at one point. There's really not been a whole lot of speed in that 48 for a racing win. Descending speed is falling back to P10. He may be in jeopardy of losing 10th now. Braden Hunsicker restarted inside the top 20. He is already up to 12. That's 77. He was quick. He was inside the top 10 to start the race. Of course, had the connection issue. Took him about 80 or so laps to get back up here, but he's inside the top 15 once again, and he could be up here for a decent finish to try to salvage something. Matthew White passes Connor Asphalt for 4th. We'll try to run down Lindsay. Gap to the lead about 0.7 of a second. Chandler is closing on Bryce Benton for the race lead. Mason Lindsay, of course, stays out. It's his first race back since his suspension. 3 races missed: Chicagoland, Michigan, and Charlotte. He's outside the playoffs by a pretty wide margin, just 19th in points.
Yeah, it's going to be a long way for him to recover.
White to the inside, third. Trying to get it. He's going to slide up there. Still side by side, though, with Lindsay. They head onto the front stretch yet again.
Yeah, Payson is not playing. He's not playing so nice tonight.
White is almost clear, but back outside is Payson Lindsay. Still side by side with 3 and 4.
Yeah, he might be testing his patience.
Lindsay gonna fall back to 4th. Matthew White at the 3rd. How about Trenton Wilkin trying to break inside the top 5 again? He has gotten around that 72 of Asbel. That 12 car Wilkin is quick. Banks is back to 17th. What? He is just absolutely dropped through the field. He's in the last point scoring position currently. There's slow car Birdman. There he is. I'm not sure if he's trying to max save or what. I don't understand what's going on with Dylan Banks. I don't think he would be that slow, but you never know. Here's your current leader, Bryce Benton. Chandler 2nd, 3rd, Matthew White.
So I may ask, how's the car feeling, Cole?
It's feeling pretty good. I'm, deep in traffic back here, but I think she has some speed. I kind of messed up on that pit stop. It's a long story, but just trying to work our way back to the front.
Cole,
how's the car feeling in the middle of the corners? Like, how bad is the wake when you get close to somebody's rear bumper?
Yeah, when you're by yourself, it feels great, honestly. But yeah, the wake, as you mentioned, it sucks as always. The next gen car, not being too nice to us recently. So we're just trying to avoid the people's wake and work our way to the front.
Ashton Miller on the inside here on Connor Havrilla. Miller, of course, hit the wall towards the end of the stage. Still has that damage. He is currently in 15th. Right around Havrilla for that 15th spot.
Yeah, that's one of the positives with the next-gen cars. A lot more durable than any previous Cup cars. So you can obviously tap the wall quite a few times, and the body of the car will pop right back out. So you can mess around a little bit, but not too much.
Here we go to the inside now. Joseph Tucker on Connor Asbel. Lindsay's also being run down by this whole group as well. Big send. Nice call from Joseph Tucker. Got his Jacob Malone. Oh, he's loose. He's going to slide up in front of Asbel. Had a big moment on the bottom of the racetrack. Nearly got that thing turned around. Asbel, oh my God. Bit of a crossover at the bottom of the track. Oh, he's going to slide up past the lift. Don't want that to be a 3rd Showtime Motorsports car to wreck an ETR car tonight. And that has... yeah.
I have news. So the 90 car Veland Tomlin is still on the track, and he's having a little battle with the leaders.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Benton Chandler, they're around him cleanly. Tomlin goes 2 laps down.
So Ellie Tomlin is our unofficial moving chicane, I should say. Jason's still doing a pretty good job here. He's not doing too bad.
Yeah, trying to hold off Wilkin and Malone. On his bumper goes Jacob Malone. Or, no, that's not Jacob Malone, that's Trenton Wilkin. Tomlin being caught by Matthew White here. Oh, he's
God.
Get right in his bumper as they head down the front straightaway yet again.
Yeah, Ellie Tomlin just needs to, I guess, get off the track at this point. He's just way off the pace right now. He's been in multiple wrecks.
Tomlin is on the high groove. Oh, this is what? He's in front of Pace and Lindsay now. If I was him, I would just pull to the inside. There's no point. You're 2 laps down. Well, actually, I
can't really pull to the inside because that's the preferred groove here. All he has to do is just try his best to get out of the way.
Oh! Got loose off corner exit, nearly tapped Jacob Malone. Ooh, bit of a slide there for Trent Wilkin here up front.
Even though Ellie Tolman's pretty slow, he's only P20. Well, that's because he's the last car still in the race, but yeah.
Keithfoot Racing Management currently running 20th and 22nd and 24th. Great to say from that organization.
Andrew Stacy running P9. His car looks pretty clean after being involved in the few wrecks.
Yeah, it's been a really solid night for the driver of the 96. Currently runs 9th. This is the night he really needed. And McGrath has to be really, really worried now with him having a good night. Same thing with Connor Havrilla. I mean, Connor Havrilla is running 16th. Stacy's 9th. That's about, what, 7 or 8 points. Stacy is putting in a dent in this whole playoff battle tonight. We have 56 laps to go in Iowa. Still about maybe 8 to 9 tenths of a second lead between Benson and Chandler. Wilkin has been trying to get around Payson Lindsay. He's now trying the outside lane. See what that can do for him. To the inside he goes for what is 4th place.
Yeah, Payson is not trying too hard, but he's just trying to run his own line.
Oh, he's actually going to clear Wilkin as they head back into 3 and 4.
Yeah, Wilkin might not be too happy. He's trying to get a run off 4.
Oh, hit the wall.
Oh!
Into the wall he goes. Malone got the wall as well back there. As they head into 1 and 2.
He's fine, no worries. Just barely tapped the wall. And you see where, like, Payson just cuts off the air from his front splitter. You just don't want to get to his outside, and then you just lose all downforce.
Andrew Stacy trying to work on William Reagan for 8th place. And Braden Hunsicker is back inside of the top 10. And he's on the bumper of Stacy. Trying to get that spot away.
Right on his rear bumper. He might move him. No. He's pretty close.
Yeah, he's been all over his rear bumpers. They head onto the front stretch yet again. Here from Iowa Speed.
I wouldn't try to wreck him. I would just try to move him a little bit.
He's there on the bottom, trying to squeeze his nose down in there, side by side, down to the back straightaway. Can he keep it there? Still doing everything he can to keep it down low.
Like, Hunsicker has surprisingly made his way into the top 10 finally.
Yeah, that's 77. You know, had speed. Obviously had to get all those wave rounds. Oh, in the wall goes Stacy.
Oh. Yeah, he just got tight off corner exits.
Hunsicker doing everything he can to try to get around that 96 car.
So, surprisingly, first and second place haven't really gotten close or farther away from each other. It has mostly been the same.
Yeah, Chandler, Benson's been about maybe 8 tenths to 9 tenths over these last 20 or so laps.
Oh, Benson hit the wall a little bit again. This car is just getting a little looser now.
Obviously, we still have a pit stop coming for most of your leaders. Clausen, is that still the case?
Yep, still the case, unless we get a caution.
So I have some news. The 80 car of Logan, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but he's back on the track.
He's in the way here of Tom or Asbel. He's 119 laps down right now. I think he's on fresh
His car's
tires,
fully
so
repaired now,
yeah,
so
he's on fresh tires as well. So I think he's just
I guess he's just hoping for more people to wreck.
Reagan closing here on Connor Aswell. He's got a run here on the 62 of Malone. He is obviously quick on those fresh tires. Trenton Wilkin, I don't know how he hasn't gotten around Lindsay yet. Oh, this might be a
Yeah, I think he's just being patient with him. I don't think he wants to play dirty at all.
Oh, Lindsay thought that car was getting around sideways. He actually steps on the brakes. There is the 12 of Wilkin to his inside.
Yeah, it looks like Payson is just mirror driving him.
Wilkin has to be really, really frustrated. You got the 62 of Malone down there as well.
Well, Malone might look for shots here.
Wilkin is almost clear. Not able to clear up just yet, though.
We cleared him.
Now he is clear. To fourth place goes Wilkin. Now you got Malone on the bottom of the racetrack as well, trying to take that spot. Oh, they make contact!
Oh!
Up the racetrack goes Payson Lindsay, and he falls to sixth.
Somehow didn't wreck it.
Now it's a second lead for Bryce Benton in the 9.
I mean, the reason why the 62 moved him was because that was obviously like the preferred line to get the arc into the corner.
Oh, Connor Asbell's putting the cars on pit road now. Asbell and Lindsay go to service their race cars. Oh, Payson Lindsay hard on the pit road. Obviously got passed twice there and now deciding he's going to pit. Final pit stops of the night. Scheduled pit stops at least, and we got 2 cars. The first one's on the track. Or on pit road, I should say.
So Ellie Tolman got lapped again.
What a shock there.
Yeah.
Isret gets around your leader, Benton, on those fresh tires.
Yeah, Logan's just trying to see what he can do right now.
Got another car pitting. That's Cole Clausen on pit road.
Yep,
So,
I got caught by the speeding police. I don't want to talk about it.
oh, that is
Not
big.
what you want to see from
So,
the Season 2 champion.
Cole Clausen, that is going to be a penalty he's going to have to serve. That is big for the driver of the 71. He was having a really good night before. Was outside the top 10 there, but still in contention. Here comes the 72 of Asbell rolling onto the track again. Here comes Birdman. Couple laps down. He's pitting. See if any of your leaders come to pit here. Not yet.
As long as Asbell does not get lapped again, he's gonna be fine.
Reagan's pitting. William Reagan in the 36. You also got there's CJ Erdman again. So they're starting to slowly trickle to pit road. Green flag pit stops here in Iowa. This will take you to the end.
As more of the people pit, the more they interfere with the lead pack.
Malone and Wilkins still continuing to stay out. Most of your leaders as well. Only one inside of the top 10 that is, the only 2 that have inside of the top 10 that have pitted so far are Reagan and Asbell.
I won't be surprised if somebody's playing the long game with fuel.
I mean, Dylan Banks is doing everything he could to save. Says Matthew Wett's actually starting to run down second place Cameron Chandler. He has been closing up this gap, and he is starting to get to his bumper.
Benton has like almost a 1.5 second lead, and he's doing pretty well tonight.
Yeah, Bryce Benton's still searching for that first career Cup Series win. It was William Reagan right in front of the Adam Chandler. That'll help him hold him up slightly. Team Chevy Motor Club this season, they have had so much speed between the 8 of Chandler, the 53 of Matt Grab, Payson Lindsay sometimes, and of course the 9 of Bryce Benton. They only have 1 win this season through 10 races. Or 11 races, I should say.
Yeah, the wins don't speak enough of how well they've been on the racetrack.
They sit second behind Highline Motorsports in the team standings. Third place is ETR with 2 wins this season. And of course, Highline leads the series with 4 wins, 2 apiece from both Matthew White and Braden Hunsinger. As thought your leaders were going to start to pit, nobody yet. Wilkin just got
They probably
past.
saved their fuel or something.
Braden Hunsinger, he is quick. He is up to 6th. I know some drivers pitted, but still running down both Malone and Wilkin. That 77 is very, very fast towards the end of this race.
Yeah, Braden has turned his night around.
Here we go. Chandler and White, they are pitting. Trying to undercut Bryce Benton. That's got to force the hand on the 9 car. John Butler pitting as well. Final pit stops of the night in Iowa.
Our leader, Bryce Benton, Bento, is still in the lead. He still hasn't pitted yet.
Ashton Miller to pit road. Here comes Hunsicker. Benton, I believe, continues to stay out. Where is he? There he is, down the back straightaway, all by himself.
I think I know what Banks is doing. He's just trying to save as much fuel as he can.
I don't know if it's possible. I thought Banks was trying to do that similar strategy as well. I don't know. I honestly don't know why Benton would be trying something like that, because he had about a second lead. There's no point of risking something like that. Banks, you could see it. He's not in a position to win, but Bryce Benton was already with the lead. Got the most laps led tonight as well. They roll off pit road. So there's Chandler. He's gotten ahead, of course, of the 7 of White. They got the 88 of Landon Johnson. Undercut working for William Reagan. So undercut definitely going to be powerful here. So I don't know. I think the 48 of Banks is trying to do the same thing where he maybe tries to save. Still a lot yet to be decided here tonight in Iowa.
If I was Bryce Benton, I would pit now.
I would have pitted about 5 laps ago. Because undercut is going to kill you here. Havrilla.
Yeah.
Oh,
Havrilla just gonna lose.
That could have been
Keep
the
it
big.
straight.
That would have been a huge break if he spun back into the track for your leader, Bryce Benton. He would have been able to get the caution with Chandler and White being trapped a lap down.
Oh, Miller got into the 90.
I mean, yeah, something you don't want to see here if you pit a little bit early is a caution flag right after you pit.
Yeah. I think these people are just waiting for a caution to happen.
Since we had 5 caution flags for cause in the first half. Ever since then, I don't want to curse anything, we've had 0. It's the stage. Oh, Tomlin and Erdman! And Benton, your leader's pitting. Here he comes.
He has finally pitted.
I don't like the strategy the 9 was put on here. I don't know if this is going to work.
He should have pitted right after his teammates did.
He's going to get undercutted here. I can guarantee that.
But he's going to have fresher tires.
I don't know if it's going to
Malone was given the bumper by CJ.
That's a lap car.
And the 90 car's just in the way as normal.
Alright. So trying to sort this whole mess out.
Oh.
Yeah.
3 wide off turn 2.
Benton's rolling off pit road and yeah, cycling around. Now this is a whole mess here. Chandler and White, they're around Benton. They undercut him and Benton is way, way back. I don't really understand the strategy for that. You got so many cars in between as well. I don't know how this is going to work for the 9 of Benton. I think he may have just given up the win.
I think Benton just made a huge mistake with that strategy call.
Yeah, he's all the way back here. He's behind Braden Hunsicker. That's how far back he is now.
But he has, I think, around like 7 laps of fresher tires, so he might try to cut his way through.
But that's not going to last forever. The big advantage will not last for the longest time. He is, what? I don't even know how far back now. Starting to miss for the 2nd time.
Malone just went high, and yeah, he just got passed by multiple laps cars.
Look at this mess.
He should pit now.
Malone is your current leader. It's an ETR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them haven't pitted. All the cars from ETR, they're all staying out on a weird strategy.
I think they're just waiting for the caution. They're waiting for something to happen.
25 laps to go in Iowa. This thing is starting to come to the end. There is Cameron Chandler with the whole cycle. If it goes cycling back around, he would be your leader. But Malone still has the lead. Wilkins 2nd, Banks 3rd, Hillquist 4th, Tucker 5th. I mean,
I think Dylan Banks knows something we don't.
We'll see. If you're an ETR fan, you're hoping for rain right now.
And it is downpouring here at the Iowa Speedway.
Benton hits the wall trying to get around the 77.
And he does it.
And Malone.
And then he passes.
And Malone, of course.
I'm not sure what Malone is trying to do here. Maybe he did save enough fuel. Who knows?
We'll see, but Chandler has cut into his lead significantly here, and he'll be running him down.
I mean, I think Benton is just hoping for a caution right now.
I mean, man, that strategy for Bryce Benton, I just don't understand. I mean, What is he now? I mean, take a look. He's about 5 seconds back on Cameron Chandler. He's got lap cars in the way. I mean, it's just way too big of a risk. I don't really understand the strategy.
He just needs magic to go his way.
I mean, obviously he had the lead. He had about a second lead over Chandler. Could have just played it safe. I don't understand what they were trying to go for here.
There are so many slow guys right now on the track, especially in the 90 car.
About 5 or 6 of them are because they haven't pitted yet. There is Chandler. This is for position, Hilkwich and Tucker. He has cut into the lead on Malone.
I don't know if Hilkwich has even pitted yet.
Wilkin, I believe, has came down pit rate. Yes, he has. Here comes the 12. So they're going to be undercut or overcuts here.
Malone has finally pitted.
Yeah, here comes your leader, Jacob Malone. Dylan Banks still staying out, but
he was hoping for a caution. I guess it didn't happen.
Benton's not done, but it's going to take a lot. It's now to the inside.
I'm not sure what Banks is thinking right now because he's on older tires, but I don't know. He has been saving like the whole race.
Yeah, this is not going to.
Maybe he'll turn on the jets.
19 to go. Chandler has about a 8-10 second lead over 7 of Matthew White. Then he got Bryce Benson still in this traffic. Oh, this is going to kill him. He's got to get around these two as quick as possible. He'll drive to the outside here. He's got Jacob Malone, though. This is going to be really detrimental if Malone tries to get there.
Yeah, Benton is driving mad.
Yeah, he knows. He has to go. 18 laps to go in Iowa.
Benton is only
we got
behind.
A spinner, Trenton Wilkin in turn 4, but he saves it. He got hooked by Asbel.
We stay green. No caution.
So another Showtime car and another incident tonight.
I think that's the second time, if I'm not mistaken, Wilkin and Aswell have gotten together. All right, so we're going to look at the lead now. Here we go. Chandler running down your leader, Dylan Banks. Of course, Banks on older tires, Chandler on newer tires. This is for the lead of the race.
Oh boy, this is going to be exciting.
Bryce Benson, he's not giving up. Neither is Matthew White. 4 cars under a blanket for now the win in Iowa. Dylan Banks trying to hold on, but of course, fresher tires in the 8. He is there. Oh, and here comes Malone to get around Bryce Benson. That is not what the 9 wanted to see at all.
Nope. And Benton is so
close. Malone! He turns Matthew White! Matthew White is crashing! He's in the wall!
Wow.
Caution!
This will change the race completely. Benton is back in contention. Banks is also contention. And Malone has been in another incident with another driver.
Malone just runs, obviously on fresher tires, but just runs through the 7. Caution is out. 15 to go. My goodness. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Malone is just on fresher tires, and like he was, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, just completely drove through him. Matthew White obviously not going to be happy about this. It's right along with 62.
Yeah, we know Malone is one of the most aggressive drivers in the field, but I mean, I'm not sure what he was thinking. I think he was trying to bump him a little bit out of the way, but I don't know.
That was more than a bump, obviously.
Yeah, he had a chance to give him a small bump, but he just drove through him.
With that, Banks is second. Chandler just got around him before the caution came out.
Yeah, I hope Matthew doesn't pull what... Yeah, I hope Matthew does not pull what I did last season. For those who do know what happened. But, yeah, who knows?
So this should be an interesting battle off pit road. Dylan Banks is going to be first off the pits. My goodness, what a stop by the 48. I think only 2 tires or something. Second, it's going to be a battle between, and it's going to be Chandler over Benton.
I knew he had something on his mind. I knew Dylan Banks had something.
2 cars stayed out. We got also some lap down cars that's going to probably take the wave here.
Yeah, you guys better watch out for Bryce Benton, dude. He's going to probably drive through you now.
Yeah, he's going to be really, really angry.
Dude, it's got to be checkers or wreckers, boys. we might expect retaliation, but I'm not sure. Matthew's pretty known as a clean driver, except for when he
I mean,
lift
yeah,
Martinez. But yeah,
I can say from experience, Matthew White can get a little bit heated. And I don't think he's
yeah, me
gonna be
too.
the
I'm
happiest
also
person around.
guilty of it. For those who watched Phoenix last season, but yeah, we know Jacob Malone. I have a lot of respect for him, but he still has yet to clean up his how do I say this, driving tactics.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
I don't know.
what
He
he's doing
gives me vibes of like Carson Hosevars. Like he wants to be clean, but he's too over aggressive.
there. He just completely ran through him. I mean, I don't think there's a way to really defend that.
Yeah, not at all. It's just him making another mistake.
So we gotta short all this out. So Rivera Stacy stays out as well. First car on 2 tires is Banks. First car on 4 tires, it's Chandler. Then you got Benson back here. He's quick as well. Hilkwich in 6th right now on the track. Hunsicker 7th. Tucker 8th. Pace and Lindsay 9th. And Connor Eswell 10th.
I'm not sure what that 90 car is thinking. I'm not sure why he stayed out.
Lap car is going on.
He should pit.
Going to be 11 to go. It's going to be Stacy and the 19 of Rivera on the front row. What kind of race are we going to see? Everything goes upside down. Matthew White gets wrecked from 2nd.
Yeah, we know these 2 guys up front. They're on old tires, so they're gonna try their best to stay up front as long as they can.
Here we go. 11 to go in Iowa when we go back green.
I wonder where Matthew White is. Oh yeah, he's on the track right there. So his
He
car's
is.
a little damaged, but he's still running.
He's 11th. He's actually ahead of Jacob Malone. Here we go to
Oh,
maybe finish
God.
it. 11 laps remaining. Andrew Stacy, Matthew Rivera, and all the tires, 2 clear high cars in the front row. Then you got Banks Chandler. First car on fresh tires. Banks on 2. Chandler on 4. We are back to green in Iowa. 11 laps to go.
Oh, Stacy, a little slow on the restart.
They're 4 wide nearly. As Banks to the inside. Car big wreck. Hunsicker, Matthew White, Connor Asfel, caution.
My God, that's not what TCMC wants to see. That's not what anybody wants to see. Braden Hunsicker, after his resurgence in this race, has been wrecked.
Both Highline Motorsports teammates taken out in this one. And there's the 77.
That was a horrible wreck. I didn't even know what happened.
Let's take a look. So, oh, Hilkwich.
Oh,
checks
Hilkwich.
up, and then, he just comes back and loses control. There's
That was
Lindsay in the wall.
stupid. That
Asphalt
was
got it.
unnecessary by Hilkwich.
I don't,
That was stupid.
I don't know if we can blame him too much for that. I think he had a bit of a bobble. It's right along.
I don't know. It looked like he just hit the brakes. I don't know. What the? He just let off, and then, oh my God, wow! And Payson got involved. Asbel, Cameron, and Hunsicker. And Cameron was one of our fastest guys, I think. No, that wasn't Cameron. I'm sorry. That was Matthew White. I'm sorry. That was not Cameron Chandler.
Saw
Matthew White in
Tomlin.
another wreck.
Tomlin got together with a 79 and Miller. Let's ride along with Matthew White through this accident. After his got taken out by Malone, it has just been all downhill ever since. Let's ride along with the 7.
Yeah, the wreck just fell in his lap. Couldn't do anything.
Both Highline Motorsports cars are
Braden,
in this.
Braden's car is toast. That's left front suspension is done. Matthew White's car, I'm not sure.
I mean, this is going to be huge for Cameron Chandler to see if he can get a good finish here with Matthew White now 16th, probably even further.
So Dylan Banks is right where he wants to be.
In the lead.
Rivera on old tires. And Stacy in third. Who also stayed out in the last caution.
Dylan Banks trying to hold on. What a restart. We
Yeah.
got to take a look at this real quick. I mean, what
07.
a restart. Let's watch this again. Look at them go. Chandler, Banks on fresh tires basically are 4 wide. I think you can count that as 4 wide. And so turn number 1 is they wreck behind him.
Yeah, like Banks, like played it really smart on the restarts, and he got the lead.
Going to be choosing here with 7 to go. We'll restart with 6 to go. Here at Iowa.
Well, boys, I got a speeding penalty, and I got held in the
Again?
pits for No. I was talking about before, but I got held in pits for 40 seconds under green flag, and I came back out. I was 3 laps down, but I got all my laps back. Now I'm on the lead lap in 15th, and I am one happy fella.
Man,
But welcome back to the lead lap.
as they come to choose.
Yep, hello.
Chandler is still in this thing. Don't forget about Benson either. This race is not over. There'll be 6 laps to go to finish it out in Iowa.
How the heck is Sean Hillquist still in the race after that huge wreck we just had? That's unbelievable.
I don't really know. So, on pit road, Matthew White's gone. He's out of the pits. He's going to have to try to do something. He's on the lead lap.
I think he has something else in mind.
We'll see.
Braden's still on the track as well.
This could be huge for the 8 of Chandler as well. 6 laps to go.
He's gonna
Chandler
try
trying
hard.
to close. Trying to close on that battle for the regular season championship. Dylan Banks looking for his first win of his championship defending season. 6 laps to go from the Iowa Speedway. Here we go. And we are back to green. Well, great restart by Dylan Banks. And now,
Whoa.
as Chandler, of course, can't pull out a line until the start-finish line, gets helped up by Rivera as they head back into 1 and 2. Chandler,
Yeah, we see there's a bunch of damaged cars here in the top 10. Oh,
go, car wrecking again. Connor Esvell hard on the wall. Big wreck on the back straightaway.
big wreck.
Milkwich.
Wasn't as big as it wasn't as big as the last one, but yeah, Connor might be out of the race now.
Caution again.
He restarted in the top 10 as well.
Oh, he just.
Oh, his car is tight, and he lifted, and then it was too late. Hillquist wrecked again, Matthew White included.
In the middle there, not really a whole lot of places to go for the driver of the 72. Let's right along.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these are one of the reasons why Connor Asbell doesn't run full-time anymore, and this is one of the reasons.
He does run full time.
Just getting unlucky.
He's ran every race this season.
Yeah, but he's soon going part-time, and he said this is one of the reasons why.
Yeah, just checks up there all by himself. Goes around hard in the wall. I mean, I gotta.
And Matthew White hits Hillquist.
Take a look at all this. 4 to go. Caution's out again. Chandler is second. Banks with the lead.
Braden got the lucky dog.
Hunsicker back on the lead lap. So Benton's still in 5th. It's gonna be 2 to go when we restart, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's gonna be close because Bryce Benton's still in the talks of the win, but he's gonna have to pass a few guys.
This should be one hell of a battle between Cameron Chandler and Dylan Banks, 2 drivers that have so much respect for each other. We'll see how they go it. 2 of the cleanest NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series drivers as well.
Surprisingly, Payson is in the top 10.
What's going on with Benton? What is happening?
Is he out of
with
gas?
The 9? I'm not sure. He is slow.
Oh, he's
on
still
the
going.
bottom.
Something's wrong.
That can't be a penalty. I don't understand. He's gonna fall to the back here.
Well, I was actually told to pass the 9, so he didn't do that on purpose. He was told to do that by iRacing, so yeah, pretty interesting.
So that'll be the end for Bryce Benton's chances to win at Iowa tonight.
Man, that is unfortunate for the driver of the 9. Another tough break. I don't know what kind of penalty that was. Like, I'm confused.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
He was given a penalty. I don't know why. Why was he given a penalty? I really don't understand why. We'll have to take a look at that post-race. We're coming to the shoes this time. Will Chandler elect to choose the top, or does he surprise us? Maybe he chooses the bottom. We'll see.
If I was Chandler, I would choose the bottom. Try to get a shot, but
He chooses outside. Banks goes low, of course.
I think at this point, people are going to be using the bumper a lot because we're going to be restarting with only 2 to go.
Bryce Benson gonna restart. I think goes tail end of the longest line.
Yeah, absolutely heartbreaking for Bryce Benton. Just absolutely dominated this race just for it to slip away from his hands.
Of course, it all started that bad pit call I've had to imagine. Actually, had oh my god, had some speed there at the end, but of course got caught by that caution. And ultimately, gonna have to restart here 15th. Here we go! 2 laps to go. Green-white checkered finish in Iowa. Not an official overtime, but it is green-white checker, so it will count as one of our attempts. Dylan Banks, Cameron Chandler, gonna lead the field back to the green flag. 2 to go in Iowa. Good restart by Banks. Chandler on the outside, trying to get going. He's got Matthew Rivera down there as well. As they head back into 1 and 2, Chandler clear for second place. He's gonna try to close up Rivera's slide at the racetrack back there. A lap and a half to go as they head onto the back straightaway.
All he has to do is just wait for the white flag and it's official.
Through 3 and 4, coming to the final lap, 1 to go in Iowa. Dylan Banks trying to hold on.
Hold him off.
Tucker trying to battle for second. Oh, car in the wall, that's Matthew Rivera. Final time, down the back straightaway, one more chance for Cameron Chandler.
He might send it. He might send it.
He's gonna try to get there. Off turn 4, will not happen. Dylan Banks, first win of the season. It'll happen in Iowa.
That is like the ultimate racing IQ of Dylan Banks. Like, he just played everything right.
What a job, well done by the 48. Dylan Banks holds off Cameron Chandler and will win the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series' return to Iowa Speedway. What a race. What a finish there at the end. And what a job well done, everybody. So much respect for Dylan Banks. So many congratulations. Cars were crashing at the start.
Pace in this crash.
So much respect
And
around
yeah,
for the
Matthews wrecking the 6-2 of Malone.
as his teammates will come to congratulate him. 3 straight wins for Ethan Trendler Racing points races. And it's Dylan Banks going to victory lane for the first time this season. Your defending series champion. Took 12 races, but he's back in victory lane.
Yep. What a job by Dylan Banks.
What a call for pitch strategy as well. Took 2 tires and was able to hold off Cameron Chandler there at the end.
Yeah, that's why we were questioning him all race. When he was so slow off the pace, he just turned on the jets at the right time.
All of his teammates over here congratulate him. What a
Yep.
job well done for ETR lately. 3 straight Cup Series wins.
So Miller finished right where he started, P10, surprisingly. So the order of the top 10 is this: Dylan Banks, Cameron Chandler, Joseph Tucker, Trenton Wilkin, Jacob Malone P5, Pace and Lindsay, John Butler, William Reagan, Landon Johnson, getting his first top 10 I think of the season, and then Ashton Miller filling out your top 10.
What a race. Dylan Banks takes the win, and we gotta talk about, this is huge in the points for Cameron Chandler. Absolutely massive. What is he gonna gain? He finished second. I believe gonna gain maybe 15 or so points on Matthew White. That's gonna come to his points lead a whole lot. And your winner, Dylan Banks, here in Iowa.
Is it okay if I also ask him a random question?
Yeah,
Like another question? Yeah.
If you're interested, we could I do the first question for interviews, you do the second if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dylan Banks goes to victory lane, and that will do it here from Iowa Speedway. What a return it was for the Cup Series. Post-race interviews are coming up here in Iowa. I got to talk about, so unfortunate for Bryce Benton. He'll finish 15th tonight. Led the most laps, I believe, as well. Just, gotta feel for him. That was heartbreaking for Bryce Benton.
Yeah. Yeah, he finished second last on the lead lap. P14.
Yeah,
No, P15 actually.
He led 73 laps tonight. Obviously, of course, the most. Just, gotta feel for him. Matthew White, not a horrible recovery, back to 12th. Actually, weird stat here. Matthew White, He started on pole, but he led at no laps tonight. Kind of a weird stat, but post-race
Yeah.
interviews are coming up here in Iowa. As we welcome you live to the Iowa Speedway post-race show. 12th race of the Cup Series season is done and dusted, and what a race it was all around. Dylan Banks, his first Cup win of the season, comes in Iowa tonight. And we'll have him here for an interview. Your winner from Iowa Speedway, once he gets back in here. All right. Give us a quick second.
I think you can drag him now. He's in the other
Alright.
VC.
All right. Post-race interviews coming up. First of all, Dylan Banks, your race winner. Dylan Banks, your defending series champion. It's been a long time coming for you guys this season, but finally you are in victory lane for the first time in season number 4, your first win of the year. So it was an insane strategy call. Really didn't seem like you guys had the pace all day long, but of course took 2 tires there in the final stop, I believe. Was able to hold off Cameron Chandler with some chaos behind you guys, and you will win your first race of the season. Take me through that whole strategy and ultimately the finish.
Yeah, it was that was definitely chaos for sure. We were trying to save fuel. I flipped the stage early on. I didn't take a set until I think it was like lap 80. Because I was trying to save fuel, or not save fuel, save tires, just in case we had a bunch of cautions at the end. Because I felt like we were gonna have a bunch of cautions at the end, and I want to be able to have those fresh sets with me. So definitely missed out on stage points for sure. But I wanted to set it up for the end of the race and have those extra couple sets if I needed them. And put me in position to be there at the end. But yeah, I wanted to save fuel there. At the end, I was very close on fuel. I think I was like a lap to the good with like 15 to go. And Cam and them were already there, so I put it back in fourth gear and just let it rip. I didn't care if I ran out or what. We were gonna run out trying or hope for a caution, and a caution did come out. And I already knew as soon as we were going down the pits, I already knew I was taking 2 tires right there for sure. Just glad that it worked out for sure because that could have definitely went a lot different.
Dylan Banks, like, what was going through your head in the final restart when you saw Cameron Chandler in the rearview mirror? Did you think he was gonna try to dump you for the win, or?
Nah, Cam's clean driver. I wouldn't never have to worry about him doing that. We have a bunch of respect towards each other. We might joke a lot towards each other, and I'm the same with Matthew, Braden, pretty much everybody here. I'm the same way. Just we like to joke around a lot, but when it comes to racing, we're all respectful to each other. So, um, I just thought in my head on that restart, just get a good start, get a good jump, and that was it. Because I knew it was going to be really hard for him to make a pass in that dirty air. He definitely tried. He was sending it on entry to try to get there for sure. But that dirty air is bad. So I knew just stick to bottom, give him dirty air, and set sail.
All right, Dylan, well, big congratulations on the race win, of course, tonight. And, of course, another amazing day for ETR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finish for the team. Third straight win. Fourth if you include the All-Star race. How much is your whole... I saw you guys all, of course, in the VC. How much confidence is the entire team gaining over these last maybe 3 or 4 Cup races?
Oh, it's huge, man. There's nobody that can beat us when we're on our A game. I've said it multiple times, and I'll stand by it. I feel like this team, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, I think there's nobody better, and I wouldn't want to go to war with anybody else other than my teammates. So, big shout out to them. Shout out on all their finishes for sure. They had great races. Jacob had a really good race. Uh, Everybody over at ETR had a really good race tonight. Joseph with the top 3 with a podium finish. Props to him. He did a great job. Trenton P4, Jacob P5. I mean, it was a great night for ETR for sure. But I will say, uh, I don't think we'll have to wait till next year, Jamie. I think we've already got. I think ETR is already on top this year, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he made me eat my words right there. So yeah,
That
yeah,
definitely
man.
fueled us for the race. So hey, we'll take it, man. We'll take it. I'm not trying to be arrogant or cocky or anything, but man, and
Yeah, but congrats on the win, man.
I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. This is our year. This is our year. ETR is gonna come out on top at the end of the year. That's all that matters. So big shout out to all my teammates. Big shout out to ETR. Shout out to y'all up in the booth tonight, for sure. Glad to bring this one home for ETR. And shout out to the field tonight. They were pretty good. We had really long green flag runs. So props to the field.
All right, Dylan, of course, big congratulations. Your first win of the season finally came tonight in Iowa. We interviewed you pre-race. You said it could be the night, and it was the night. You get the job done. Big congrats. Have fun celebrating with the entire organization. Third straight win for ETR, and we'll see you in Nashville next week.
Let's go, man. Come on, Ethan. Let's go, baby.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Y'all have a good night.
You too, Dylan.
You too.
What a job well done for Dylan Banks. And next up is going to be Cameron Chandler. Comes home second place. Cameron Chandler, good day for you guys. It's going to be a big points day as well on Matthew White. You won the stage, finish in second. It's really good points. You gained maybe 15 or so points on the driver of the 7. Going to cut that lead to just about less than a race away. So overall, how is the feeling on the night? Starting, I believe, third, and then finishing the stage in first, and ultimately finishing the race in second.
I feel like this is the second one that just got away. We had that caution that right before the stage, and just a few guys got to pit early and had that track position, and Bryce just got through better and couldn't really catch back up on him after he got through faster. And then we finally had pit strategy work out. I feel like we were in a pretty good spot. Bryce pitted about 3 laps later, and in that amount of time, he would have had to burn up his tires to try to catch up and pass Matthew until Jacob Malone decided he was just going to run through him. But yeah, it should have took 2 tires on the pit stop. That's how we lost. Part of the reason we lost last week, and another reason we lost this week. So hope at least a big gain on Matthew, and hopefully we get to gain some more in the whatever the next race is.
So, of course, we're coming up next week to Nashville. Kind of undecided on what the car is going to be there, but are you confident on both cars if we decide to run another one?
Next gen, hell no. This car is, for lack of a better word, piece of shit at that track. So, and then with the dirty air, that's going to be even worse. So, hopefully, people come around and we can change up the race car and either Gen 6 or whatever we can decide on for that, and actually be able to race there. That track's still one of the worst tracks in my opinion. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to be fast there anyway. But yeah, just we gotta hope. I hope not, but hopefully Matthew White keeps having awful days and we can slowly cut into that lead.
So, Cameron, I was just wondering, like, during that final restart, what were you thinking about when you were right behind Dylan Banks for the win? Like, were you planning to just chop it inside as hard as you can and try to get to his bumper, or were you planning to race him clean?
No, I already knew he took 2 tires, and that's just for whatever reason in this car, it's night and day faster. So I already knew the second, I think it was the second to last restart, whenever we were side by side and he took it 3 and got the lead, I already knew the race was over at that point. So I guess to try to gain as much on entry and maybe get to his bumper. I didn't really want to move him, but just try to do something, try to get a gain off the corner and maybe dive to his inside or outside. But I knew at that point the race was already over, so not much we really could have done.
All right, Cameron, though. Well, still nice job coming home second place. A big points day for you guys. Now just 6 races remaining in the regular season. Coming up next week to Nashville, so we will see you then.
Yeah, nice try, Ethan Trumler. I want payment.
Nice try. Coming up next will be Joseph Tucker, third place. Joseph Tucker, really solid night for you guys. It's going to be P3. ETR finished 1-3-4-5 in tonight's race, so another amazing day for the whole organization. You guys will finish third, second ETR car on down. Really good speed there at the end of the race to get a podium finish. What was it like battling with those green white checkers to ultimately finish in third?
I mean, the green white checkers were unnecessary. I don't think we needed more than like at least one caution to not have a green white checkered, but we're being aggressive. Either way, I don't. I feel like our whole team had speed this week. Sucks that Sean got absolutely pancaked. I mean, Sean had a fast car. We were all on the same strategy. Me, Dylan, Sean. The other two couldn't sit on the same strategy. They blew their tires on Jacob. How dare you? Either way, I mean, the caution kind of saved me. I wouldn't have been in the top three. The caution, if the caution didn't come out. I mean, I just got to thank the caution because I cooked my tires, but I was also trying to save fuel to make it to the end. So, I mean, it's
So,
it's go for it.
uh,
I hear you. Go for it.
so Joseph, what was going through your mind when you saw like the carnage in the last 20 laps, especially when you saw your teammates get taken out?
I was kind of I was frustrated when I heard Sean got taken out. Trenton, I think I don't even think he got taken out. I just think he was having a bad day, and everyone else, I don't know. I mean, we're all racing aggressive, even as teammates. We were racing aggressive, but to see one of them get taken out, that's just one less car to help us in the team standing. So, I mean, it's just a typical race. I mean, if we get taken out, we get taken out. I've been taken out of like 7 races this season, so I'm just happy I finish. So, I mean, I really, I don't know. I mean, Sean got taken out, but he was still competitive with me. And yes, we'll go back to Sean because he died later on in this first in the caution to bring out the green white checkered. But oh well.
All right, Joseph, well, still nice job coming home third place in this race. Good points day overall as you try to get closer to that playoff cut line. And we'll see you next week in Nashville.
Yes, sir.
Coming up next,
Next
will be
one,
Trenton
Trenton
Wilkin.
Wilkin.
He finished in 4th. Another good day for him. Actually, he's not even here. Never mind.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Jacob Malone, next guy.
He's not here there. Not here either. Next
Uh,
up going to be Payson Lindsay. Finished 6th. Payson Lindsay, such an up and down day for you guys and your return from suspension, but it's P6 overall after even hitting the wall there towards the end of the race. So, man, what a day. Also, a good points day overall. Take me through your thoughts on the end of this one, finishing in 6th.
Yeah, we just didn't really have the speed on the long run. No matter how hard I tried to save the right front, it would just fall off a cliff, kind of no matter what I did. So, P6 here, I don't think we had speed for P6. I think we were a top 10, maybe P8 car, and then we got that caution there towards the end, and then it got damage in the next wreck. So, P6, I'll absolutely take it in my return. So, hopefully we can make a charge towards the playoffs now.
So, Payson, I would like to ask, like, how bad was the damage in that big wreck on one of the restarts? Like, how bad was your car damaged? Because surprisingly, you finished P6 after all of that.
Yeah, it wasn't too terrible, but it was definitely worse than dirty air. So I just had to run lower down the track to get some clean air and just sacrifice exit. But it was manageable there for the last 2 laps, and hopefully we can try and get a result similar to this next week.
All right, Payson, well, of course, nice job. Good finish in your Cup Series return after suspension. We'll see you next week in Nashville.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Payson Lindsay. All right, coming up next going to be John Butler. He finished in 7th. John Butler, another solid top 10 day for you guys. P7. You really didn't have the most eventful day, of course. I really didn't see you guys all day long, maybe running 15th to 14th for the most part, but really turned it on at the end of the race to finish with a top 10 finish. So how did you guys make your way through the field to ultimately come home top 10 again?
The strategy was simple as always, just survive. So, I mean, my internet was still bugging, so it's like I'm gonna start this race from the back, and I just stayed in the back trying to figure out the cost track, see what I could improve on. I mean, you can't change anything and fix, but at the end, I was more confident to try to get up there. I pitted for tires. I think that was the right strategy. I pitted for tires. I was just saving the whole race, and at the end, bunch of caution. So I was just able just to squeeze on, try to get a couple of positions at the end, and in the end I got P7, which I'm very happy with.
John Bolt, I would like to say first, a great performance tonight. I don't know if that's your first top 10 of the season, but congrats. So we didn't really see much at the front tonight. So what do you think was holding you back from being in the top 10 mostly in the race?
Um, hey, mostly I would say dirty air. I mean, Iowa is kind of hard track to pass, but once you get behind somebody, the car just washes up to the wall. Turn 4 just gets on you so fast, and you might hit the wall. I almost got wheel damage from turn 4, but I mean, at the start, I didn't really have much for the front running guys, but towards the end, I was able to squeeze in there, like I said, and secure a good finish.
All right, John. Well, of course, nice job coming home P7 here tonight in Iowa, and we will see you next week from Nashville Superspeedway.
Thank you. I would like to thank my spotter, Barragon Jr. once again. Good performance out of him again. And good night, everybody.
Good night. All right, coming up next going to be William Reagan. William Reagan, another very solid day for you guys. Towards the end of this race, you started running inside of the top 10 in the second half of the run. You will finish 8th. You stayed your way inside of the top 10 all night long in the second half, at least. So, what was it like with the speed? You also gained, I believe, a position in the points. You're in the playoffs, getting yourself in more of a comfortable spot. What's overall the feeling right now?
I'm just glad I got to a track that drives a little bit looser finally. I had a lot of fun tonight. I was able to pass cars. Racing in the top 10 for the majority of the race was quite the experience, and I had a lot of fun racing guys I usually don't race up there, like Wilkin and such. Late race restarts got a little chaotic. I just tried to survive. Had a little checkup on that last restart, and I lost about like 3 spots, but I was able to manage a couple spots on the last lap. So overall, solid day. 8th is, I'm pretty sure, our second best finish of the year, and I'll take it.
William Reagan, I would like to ask, do you think you have a better shot at winning a race like Nashville next week? I mean,
Unfortunately, I'm actually going to be missing Nashville. I'm going to be overseas. I'll be back for, I believe, Watkins Glen. So I'm glad I'm getting all these good point stays before I take a week off.
All right.
all right.
Of course, William, still nice job coming home. Top 10, once again, another great points day for you guys. And, of course, after Nashville, we will see you at Watkins Glen.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, a few more to go.
Landon Johnson.
What a night for Landon Johnson. Landon Johnson, what a night for you guys. I didn't even really notice this. Johnson Motorsports finishes 7th, 8th, 9th. So 3 top 10s for the organization. It's you in 9th place. You guys had pretty good speed in the 88. You come out with a top 10 finish. Where did the speed come from? And ultimately, how is it like battling there inside the top 10 at the end of the race?
Well, I just kind of avoided all the crashes. I was on a little bit older tires. So I just went out there and started just looking like Ricky Bobby, just dodging the wrecks.
So Landon Johnson. How was the car feeling for most of the race until you eventually finished P9?
It wasn't bad. It was pretty good, especially on new tires. Then I got a little damage early from a restart. Struggled for a while. Almost got stage points. Then just had to play the fuel strategy. All the ETR in my team were going to save and couldn't make it. And then the caution finally came out and just kind of rode around at some spots.
All right, Landon. Well, of course, nice job coming home for, I believe, your first top 10 finish of the year. Really good.
No, I got like 2 or 3 others. So.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
Yeah. Another top 10 finish this season. Nice job on that, Landon, and we'll see you in Nashville.
All right.
Next one is Cole Clausen.
See where he finished real quick. Give me a second.
P13.
13th place for Cole Clausen tonight. So Cole, you still beat drivers like Braden Hunsaker and Bryce Benton, but overall, an okay night for you guys. In the first half of the race, you had top 10 speed. Unfortunately, you got caught with that speeding penalty, but you a couple laps down. You actually got them all back and still will finish with the top 15 finish. So just take me through if you're happy with this result overall coming back, or you kind of expected more.
I mean, considering where I was, after that green flag pit stop there, I think I'm pretty happy with my result. But I did have a few run-ins with people. Trenton tried to get around a lap car and got into him, and then lap car hooked me. Whatever, that was kind of a stupid deal. And then, yeah, I sped on pit road, went 3 laps down. I even like almost spun out off of pit road, and I'm like, oh man, I might be screwed here. But I got that caution, or no, I was 3 laps down, and then I went to 2 laps down after I passed all the other cars that pitted. And then we got that caution there, and I got the wave around. Then we got that caution immediately after the restart, and I was the lucky dog there. So came down, put some tires on it, and I was out there ripping around Iowa like a piece of or like some corn on the cob. But yeah, we were flying there at the end, but yeah, everyone was just 3 wide and going for it all, so couldn't really make up much ground. But on the final lap, Bryce Benton just decided to send it on me, and he took himself out. So rule number 1 to stock car racing, if you know, you know. So, but yeah, I hope y'all penalize William Reagan there for coming down on the restart there, because he made a totally illegal move. But overall, happy with our result.
So Cole Clausen, we saw most of the race. You were running at least, P12 at least, and like it looked like you had top 10 speed. So do you think like the speeding penalty was a blessing in disguise, because it basically kept you from getting involved in the carnage?
Yeah, that's honestly exactly what I was thinking, because I'm like, oh man, if that speed penalty didn't happen, I may be wrecked out of this race. So yeah, the speed penalty was definitely an interesting twist to my race, but I'm not exactly upset about it, honestly. But yeah, whatever. Wherever we finish, 12th or 13th, depending on if Reagan gets penalized after this race, I'm happy with it, considering I got a penalty and thought I was gonna score 0 points after it's all said and done. To be completely honest with you.
All right, Cole. Of course, still nice job on the run tonight. Really good speed in the 71 for the second straight week. Unfortunate speeding penalty, but still back inside the top 15 to finish it up here tonight. But we'll see you next week in Nashville.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coming up next, about 2 more to go, going to be Bryce Benton. Bryce Benton, man, what? I want another one. Slipped away. You finished 15th tonight. You led the most laps. You started inside. Where'd you even start? You started inside the top 5, obviously. Started in second, I believe. Such a good night until it all went away. So interesting strategy call there for the pitting. It almost worked out, but then of course a caution came out, and that unraveled everything. You guys also got a weird penalty. Just take me through what happened to get you guys that contention for the win.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. The strategy probably would have worked out. It was definitely an odd strategy. I saw Cameron White pit, and I just decided to go longer, because if I just pit the lap after, they probably would have got around me, or probably would have jumped me. So I decided to go a little longer, and obviously I wanted to see if maybe we get like a yellow while I stayed out. But yeah, that didn't happen. Of course, it happened right when when I'm not in the lead. So yeah, that was just unfortunate. I knew I would still have a shot, but it's just not really ideal. And then obviously the 2 cars stayed out, and I was planning to get around them. I almost had them before the first I think the first overtime. Almost had them. If we waited like maybe a few like 5 seconds, I probably would have been second and maybe fighting for the win. But yeah, and then on the second yellow, the penalty was for moving before the start finish line on the restart, so that's why I got a penalty. I know I watched, and obviously you guys didn't notice that, but yeah, I pretty much got called out for moving before the start finish line, and that's pretty much what killed me there. I don't know. I wasn't sure how much we were really enforcing that, so I kind of pushed it a little bit too much, and that pretty much ended up me getting a penalty. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to move on. I guess. I mean, not feeling really confident for Nashville, but I guess I wasn't feeling that confident into today also, and we were almost able to win. But yeah, I'm not sure what I really have to do to get a cup win.
So, Bryce Benta, we saw all race how dominant you were until that questionable pit strategy and that penalty at the end. But do you think you have a better shot at getting into victory lane for the first time in Cup next week?
I mean, yeah, I don't really know I'm gonna be at Nashville. I haven't really done a ton of races there. I know, like maybe like a year or two ago, I got like a B6 win there. That's about all the success I really had at Nashville. I didn't really do much of much Nashville week I don't even think I did any Nashville week actually when that was on iRacing, so I haven't really done Nashville in actually a while. So yeah, we'll see what we can do there. I think I could be solid, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be as dominant as we were today in that final stage. I don't know, but I don't really know. Kind of heading into the unknown again next week, kind of like how it was in Iowa. But yeah, I think we'll definitely have a shot. Just gonna have to try our best, and hopefully luck goes our way there.
All right, Bryce. Well, still nice job. Dominant race for you guys. Led the most laps. Just some horrible luck there at the end to put you guys finishing in 15th. But we'll see you next week from Nashville.
Yep.
Coming up next is going to be Connor Asbell. One to go. Connor Asbell, I thought it was finally going to be a really good day for you guys. You're inside the top 10 for a good majority of the race, but then unfortunately had a big tight moment where you were 3 wide in the middle, ended up wrecking. What happened to take you guys out?
Well, I got damaged from the one incident before it, and I thought I was gonna be fine, hit dirty air, and it just kind of went away from me. I didn't want to wreck Wilkin again, so I kept it off of him, but it's just unfortunate, man.
So, Connor Asbell, we saw like most of the race, you were running the top 10, and it looked like you could possibly get a top 5 if you're lucky, but what do you think could have prevented that big wreck from happening?
Drivers, a lot of them have kind of a lower IQ, but not really their fault. They just need to learn.
Do you think it's an issue with the desperation?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what NASCAR's all like recently became. I've certainly started moving over to the road side of things, and there's a lot more respect through there. But yeah, it's just, oh yeah, bumper to bumper action, all this. It's no respect anymore. That's what I see, at least. I really thought I was gonna get a good finish today. Even past halfway, I'm enjoying this combo. For once, I actually enjoy the car. But then all of a sudden I see Braden getting shot across my front nose, and he's almost airborne. Again, me hitting him, which is very hysterical, so.
But yeah, Connors, really good solid speed day for you guys. Just so unfortunate there at the end of the race for you guys to get taken out after such a good day. You'll finish outside the top 15, obviously, and just it continues a bad season. Of course, that one win in Fontana really the only bright spot. Other than that, it's been mostly bad luck and just issues for you guys. But we will see you in the next race.
Yeah, John 4-4.
All right, that will do it in Nashville. Or yeah, getting ahead of myself. In Iowa. What a race, Jamie. First race in a while you're in the booth. Really put on a show here tonight. Any final thoughts here from Iowa Speedway?
No, it was one hell of a show. Really interesting with the long rounds and the short rounds, so it was pretty exciting.
And yeah, what a day, what a week for the return of the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League at Iowa Speedway. Definitely did not disappoint all around. Congratulations to Dylan Banks, gets his first win of the season in his defending Cup Series championship season as well. And he is back to victory lane, race number 12 at Iowa. So that will do it from Iowa Speedway. Just 6 races to go in the regular season. The playoffs, they are still wide open. So, of course, make sure to check up on all the action throughout the week. That will do it here from Iowa Weekend. The NASCAR iRacing FedEx League in Season 4 Instagram will be back pretty soon as well, so having that for our social media. So you can check out our Twitter, follow us on there, YouTube, join our Discord servers, and all that good stuff. So, on behalf of all officials, team winners, drivers, commentators, everybody involved in making this league what it is, we'll see you next week from Nashville Super Speedway. Just going to be the Cup Series, and possibly iCar on Tuesday. We're not fully decided on that. So, good night from Iowa Speedway. We'll see you in Nashville.